Tonight on VHS, we're watching an alien documentary and a bunch of Halloween stuff.
Did someone say Halloween?
Drop into our televoid and watch as we all get annoyed with videos found from the past and references that sure don't last. Watch most things we would avoid, see old ass stuff that's been destroyed. What's the worst that can go wrong? All we do is watch a lot. Celebrities at the Sky Dome fire, safety in your home, a bunny haunting in your dreams, an octopus who's smoking weed, Michael Eisner, Danny Kaye, Ernest Furries being gay, Disney parks, Winnie the Pooh, Tweedledee, Charlotte's Girls, what's the worst that can go wrong? All we do is watch a
Welcome to the show of Missing Vaseline. It's I almost said the old name. It's VHS! Woo! I was missing a tube of, I don't know why I said giant. I was missing a tube of Vaseline before this started.
We're falling to pieces already, and we only been here for a minute.
to work at any time.
Yeah, Tom, what did I say? Don't lose your head. Oh, well.
Could you tell him not to vape inside, though? Like, holy cow.
No, this is just what happens in our house when it's spooky.
Oh.
Welcome to a Halloween episode of VHS, everybody. I'm just gonna, you can go over here. I've gained the couch back. Welcome, everybody! Welcome to the 11 people watching right now. A special thank you to Today's a Good Day Today. Someone else do this for me, please.
Thank you to Today is Good Day to Die for subscribing. Appreciate that. My name is Ben, and I am incredibly grateful that the tech hasn't worked any worse than it already has been goofing up. Sorry for anybody who's deaf now.
I stole Tyler's Vaseline. I'm Matthew Soberman.
And I'm the reason why you shouldn't fill water all the way to the top of a cup and a table in front of you where your knees are under it. I'm Tyler Mann. And this is the show where we watch and riff a lot of weird retro videos and theme park related things. And today it's all theme parks. So those of you who have commented saying, I like the show, but I like it better when it's like Disney and Universal stuff. I'm not really interested in the other things. Good news. Today's episode is going to be all that theme park stuff.
Hey.
So we've heard your letters, America. As you can see, Tom is a pile of bones
And they
on the
paid
ground.
extra
We are not
postage
watching
to send
that.
them to Canada.
Yeah, that's shipping. Yikes.
Yeah, it's a lot more expensive. Yeah. And then the tracking stops working once it hits the border because it's no longer USPS.
Every time.
Tom is a pile of bones on the ground, so we are not watching that that alien documentary. We will be doing that next week. But this week, what do we have on the docket? We're going to be watching. Somebody explain what these are, because I don't know.
I know the first one is Horror Nights and the art of it cut off on my screen. The art of
the scare, I think.
Yeah, that seems right. Why would you cut the title off?
This is a 2002 documentary all about Halloween Horror Nights and how they brought it together.
Oh,
You're going to see some really cool stuff, including the one Marvel house that they did. The one that literally Marvel sent them a cease and desist afterwards saying, don't use our stuff for Halloween again.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
I'm excited.
Yep.
And the other thing is
So
just
if you like
Disney
dead
being
superheroes, enjoy.
There was a whole what if about that.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
Yeah.
And the other thing we're watching is something called like Designing Disney, and it's a
Decorating Disney Halloween magic.
Decorating.
Because we had to cram
So
magic
we go
into
right
something.
from the really scary stuff to Disney.
Eventually we'll watch, like, what was that horror walkthrough they have at, like, Shanghai Disney? The Nightmare Factory or something?
Oh, right. It's themed to the Black Cauldron, right?
No, this is like Pinocchio has like strings wrapped around his arms and there's like blood coming off. He's like, oh! And then you see the Mad Hatter like chop
And yet,
someone's head
somehow
off.
less disturbing than the Disney Plus remake.
I think
was
Review
bad,
Time
folks.
or somebody did a video about it. It's pretty cool, and it's apparently like the only reason they could do it at that park is because like Disney doesn't. I think it's Shanghai Disney. It's a park where Disney doesn't have control over the park. Anyways,
Why does
sorry,
it
I
seem
forgot.
like all the Disney parks that Disney doesn't have control over do better?
Correct. There's another member of our team who we're proud to welcome back. No one knows what he's going to say next because he has a collar around his mouth. He has a collar around his neck. It's not that kind of show. Tubbs. It's Tubbs. From
Look, you click the warnings. You click the parental warning button. You know what to expect.
Tubbs, would you like to say hello to everybody?
Just when I thought I was out, these jerks sucked me back into their TV to watch more nonsense.
Yeah, that seems right.
I feel like he
Welcome
gets
back,
saltier. He always seems to get madder and madder that he's here on this show with us.
I'm sorry,
know
I'm
what-
just angry that my home is being replaced by Moana.
No, Tubbs. They're not replacing your home. They're replacing Dinoland USA.
All right, mine's turning into the free convention.
No, they're not putting
one-
Zootopia in there either. What?
No, no, that's not.
Go get some popcorn.
Yeah, go away. We'll visit.
You're not
this
you when you're
concession.
hungry, Tubbs. Calm down.
Anyways, so shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's kick it off.
I mean,
So
we've bantered enough. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
We're
it.
gonna start with the good one. We're gonna start with
Yeah.
Universal's part of the scare.
I'm looking
We're
forward to
starting
this.
on a high. Let's go visit the concession stand. We'll go to our screening.
It
room.
is. Hey! Oh no! Oh,
We still haven't fixed that thing.
Again? Warning,
Well, I'm
due to
out.
Friday night, some content may be too intense for small children.
Are you scared of the dark?
Kinda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
What about your nightmares?
I mean, I live them every day.
Am I
Have you
scared of
ever
my nightmare?
imagined yourself being dismembered?
No, because I'm not a freak. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Just what is your capacity for fear?
Is this
Well, I
Riff
live
Raff
through the
before he
Trump
lost his hair?
administration, So...
It's time we find out.
It's just a siren
I'm
lady.
Albert Kane, and I am the caretaker.
Is this
This
a
That's one of their
Charles
characters.
Rich and
Very
famous.
special guest for the most intense
I know
night
there's
of
like a
terror
whole
on
like
Earth.
world of characters.
Universal's
Oh, no, that's
Halloween
not scary.
Horror
Sorry.
Nights. Join me on a journey through your fears as I transform Universal's Islands of
I mean, better
Adventure
than a journey into
into
your
one
imagination.
disturbing nightmare
Wait,
after
Islands of
another
Adventure? That's the
Yeah,
Your
that's
time
what they did in 2002.
has come.
And those are the folks just looking to check out from the merchandise stand.
Oh my god, this is peak 2000s horror.
Epcot, the early years.
Islands of Adventure, the newest theme park at the Universal
This is
Orlando
the
Resort.
future of Epcot.
5 themed islands surround a lagoon.
Yep.
The attractions here allow you to
Look-
defy
look-
And no
gravity,
boy wizards.
brave the world's first inverted dual-track coaster.
Aw, back when they used to
Come
do
face
this,
with a
right?
T-Rex, and scale buildings with Spider-Man in one of the most advanced attractions ever created.
What's up,
These are
guys?
thrill seekers. Nice, exciting,
And still the better
terrifying.
Spider-Man ride.
Yeah.
But that is nothing compared to what happens every October and November when the sun sets.
They did it in
Not
November.
anymore.
Wickedness takes over.
Whoa!
Universal
They really did. Oh man!
Adventure.
Are you telling me
They
that
did
it
what-
gets spooky?
They did what
Evil
Wonderland
rise.
did. Ah. the original Fear Fest at Canada's Wonderland,
You know, some
did a
people pay extra for
complete
that.
retheme of the whole park.
No one is safe as up to 600 ghoulish monsters overrun the park, torturing the innocent souls who dare to enter. No,
Oh my God,
this
hot.
isn't a nightmare.
It's pretty good.
It is Halloween Horror Nights,
Hot.
a special ticket event that takes place after theme park
A
hours.
special high-price ticket event with a
Victims
gigantic line.
run, victims hide, but there
That's just a
is
wrestler,
no
isn't it?
escape.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
but
always
he's
the park
barking
food
on a
sake.
tank top.
5 ghastly haunted mazes tempt the naive. Inside, these victims
That's
are
it.
marionettes at the mercy of the
It's always just like a
mad
person
minds of
popping up.
Universal's
Everyone,
Yeah. Because jump scares are cheap and easy.
Okay, bye.
I didn't know any other option.
Halloween Horror Nights is one of the most professionally done attractions in the country. It's a highly
He looks like
There's
that!
There's a magazine just for the haunted
Universal's
attraction.
reputation and resources make this one of the biggest horror-themed events in the country.
One of the things that Universal Studios is able to do is budget. They're able to put a large amount of money into their events.
Mostly into the tributes.
Oh, that makes us better.
Another advantage Universal has is its history with horror. Long before Halloween Horror Nights wreaked havoc on
Okay,
the
so you get in here.
Universal Studios was making moviegoers squirm in their seats.
We'd like to talk to you about your
Universal
car's
was
extended
known for its
warranty.
horror films. And it was also known that the horror films actually helped save Universal from financial disaster.
Oh,
Films
damn.
such as Frankenstein, Dracula, The Mummy.
The Wolfman.
But there's a big
Charlie
difference
Chaplin.
between watching a horrific event and living it. That is the challenge the designers of Halloween Horror
Rawr.
Nights faced.
The twirly tunnel of doom.
A guest walks into that space, they feel like they've been transported to this kind of fantasy horror
J
environment
Man?
that they can believe that for a
Dad?
split second, they are real monsters and they're going to come actually and interact with me.
Of course, it doesn't hurt that their backdrop is a world-renowned theme park famous for its stomach-in-your-throat coasters.
I was an adventure
no.
was
Yeah.
Because
designed
people
around
go to
thrills
Halloween Horror
and
Nights
thrill
for the
rides.
coasters.
And Halloween Horror
I mean, I bet you the
Nights
lines are
itself
short
is
as
all about
anything.
Thrills and
That's
chill.
like Disney boasting world-class coasters. You have like
Haunted House
4
gives you the
roller
opportunity
coasters.
to
Calm
experience
down.
what would happen to you in a violent situation safely. So that same target market that wants to go to a
Hey,
haunted
fun
house
fact,
also
when I
wants
was
to ride
working
roller
Halloween
coasters.
Haunt, somebody reached up to where I was scaring people and tried to choke me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How'd that
You
go
know,
for
some
you?
folks will pay extra for
Universal
I-
teams entire year
I snatched
designing
her hand
the
away.
event.
And everyone else in the line behind
And there are
them, I was at
plenty
the
of scares
very front of the
here
maze
that freak
welcoming
out
people
even
in
self-proclaimed
and doing like
tough guys.
doing like lines and shit, like jokes.
Yeah.
And everyone else behind her was like, "You better follow her." And I'm like, "Oh, I am." I followed her through the whole maze, and then I called security at the end.
Nice.
I don't know what happened afterwards. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was so scared." I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Would be victims each night.
A haunted maze is an experience that
But you
is a
just said
series
they're
of different
safe.
types of scenes
Then
that
how
you
are they
go
victims?
through. We use the term maze because it is a maze.
pretend
We
they
don't want
die.
people to ever
That's the
feel
fun of
like
it.
they know which way to turn, which way to go.
No, there's a conga line. There's always a
One
conga
of the
line.
ways
Right?
Universal makes the mazes believable is by developing a story.
Some of the mistakes that we've come
Aliens?
across over the years developing Halloween is taking the guest and not giving them the credit that they deserve. A theme very, very
Well, we
important
prefer
to
the
that.
pay.
They want to know why this maze is here, why this room is filled with bodies, why this creature is coming after me.
Bodies hit the floor.
That's a snake! Hi, snake!
Oh, that's a real snake! What the hell?
Takes
Yeah.
a basic human fear,
Hello.
like fear of the dark.
The old
or
Halloween
fear of
Haunt
the bug,
actually
and
used like
magnifies it.
because when it was Paramount Parks,
This
they
theory
used Sleepy
works.
Hollow, so they had
After
4
all,
mazes
everyone's
all
afraid
themed to
of
Sleepy
something.
Hollow that you
Fear
go through one
is
after another,
Something that
sort
wow.
of telling the story.
genetic.
It was
and
actually a really good
everyone
idea
is
at the
afraid
time.
That's a neat idea.
But
And they had one that was like a movie set, so like here's the car chase where set where all the cars have actually crashed and people are trapped inside and on fire and shit.
Be careful how you answer, because they'll figure out a way to make it 10 times.
I'd love a
worse than
horror
your
Dr. Seuss maze.
imagination.
That would be great. Maybe one day they'll do that. Is that a sign for bilge rat barges?
Leads us to our
In that maze?
horrific haunt, which focuses on one of the most common fears: death.
Bugs. Oh,
Yeah, I thought that shit was bugs too.
Things that most
You know, some
everyone
people
tends
love
to be afraid
death.
of. First of all, you don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, it's Halloween Horror Nights. Aren't they all kind of centered around death in some way?
That's fair.
There's no place with more deathly scares than the caretaker's haunted mansion, Scream.
No, that's the other part.
Yeah, that's.
He lived in this Victorian house that was right next door to a cemetery. And he would take the poor, he'd say, "You're sick, I need to take care of you." And then he would operate on them to find out how he could get the soul.
What?
Huh.
The
It
soul?
is in this
The soul.
unassuming
How you-
soundstage
that's not how you get a
that
soul.
Universal created the biggest attraction at Halloween Horror Nights 12. In fact,
Really?
it took dozens of construction workers and craft artisans to build the maze
Whoa!
structure.
That's cool.
That's
Universal
great.
goes
More
to
of that,
great lengths to make sure every detail feels authentic. From the
Every detail feels authentic, and it's a
To
guy
the
just hanging up
antique
like a little
furniture.
piece of fabric.
Within the mazes, props and the scenic pieces are very critical to help make the reality of the space come to life.
Why is it
So
that everybody in
we
the
do lots
interview
of,
looks like they've had their
type
soul
of
sucked out of their
period
bodies?
Shopping. We spend lots
Well,
of
I mean,
time
that's kind of
on
the idea of the
estate,
maze.
East Coast,
It's fair enough.
thrift shops,
The
to
caretaker
different
took their
types of antique
souls, and
spaces.
then they had to do
And
the
we want
interview.
stuff that already is a
The
little
caretaker took
damaged
their
and
souls and
distressed.
then they became
But you
CEOs of
aren't going
companies.
to be
That checks
startled
out.
by a piece of furniture. No, it's the secret tactics Universal employs that makes your heart race.
One time. Oh, that's kinky.
I love you.
Here at Halloween Horror Nights, or something that designers we keep very close to us. It's almost
Here,
like
I'll
the
scare that
magician in
alligator
every
off.
way that, you know, the secret.
I
of
want
life
you to
goes
meet
around
my
about
mother
that.
this
Two
weekend.
types of scare tactics are special effects and characters, who are actors hired by Universal to give
Let me
you
scare
the
these alligators
fright
off.
of your life.
I want a committed relationship. Will you marry
The
me?
camera's
Oh.
got to go behind the scenes of
Boy,
Scream
Jungle
House
Cruise is a good
to
ride,
find
right?
out how they
Right?
used these and other scare tactics like misdirection and distraction.
Hi, I'm
Or
the
scared about
distraction.
This character here will fire this foot pedal, lets off that scream, and then another pedal here will activate a hydraulic guy.
Oh, I didn't realize they control that.
That's
It's called
sweet.
a blue door. We camouflage it in to look like the rest of the wall. This looks like a pantry. Then we use misdirection. We've got these nasty dead animal carcasses hanging here and these nasty ugly things. And this character gets you from this side.
They
When
really
we
should
design
make
our
that door
haunted houses,
quieter.
We try and bring our characters at you from unexpected locations.
I think that's the
Right now, it looks
scary
like you're
bit.
30 feet away from me, but thanks to this mirror gag, I'm right next to you, and that gives a good scare.
That's neat.
Oh, that's so
Once the
cool.
designers have developed the scares.
I
it's up
would
to
pay
the
extra for an
characters
experience
to
where it's
enforce
just
them.
him explaining all the techniques.
Right?
The heart
Yeah.
of this house.
I think there is a behind the scenes tour
story.
thing. I don't know if it works that way or
No,
not.
but I just been like, but he's like
David
doing the
Clevenger from
effects.
Universal Entertainment.
Yeah.
As he gave a new
Like
batch
absolutely
of
not
ghosts
scaring
and
anybody,
ghouls
just like, hey, these are
on
cool
the job
things.
Training.
People walk by, he's going to come out and go, "Nice to have you here," or "Get out," or whatever. Whatever. Say something negative to us.
Oh, he's gonna
In
name
2
his favorite Jordan
or 3.
Peele movie.
Go away. You have to stay perfect. And then close.
No, that's not the name of the movie.
The cast of Scream House
The VIP tour
characters
just
include
skips
a
the
whole
lines.
host
Yeah.
of creatures who
That's
fell victim
unfortunate.
to the caretaker's experiments. And to make sure a scare lurks around every corner, Universal staffed Scream House with up to 26 characters a night.
That's
And
one for
12
I was
bill
working-
collectors.
When I was working
Characters
Haunt,
aren't the only thing
like the
scaring
last
guests.
night,
Scenic pieces
so
play a
many
major role.
people had quit or just didn't
But
come
how do
in.
they keep
There
all
were
the visitors
5 of
from
us
fingering
Ugh.
in one whole maze. And at one point, we were
Simple.
all in the dressing
Smear
room
them
on
with the
break,
gooeyest concoction
and
you
we
can
all looked at each
find.
other. We're like, "Wait,
Petroleum
if we
jelly.
are all here, who's like in the maze?" And there was nobody. And then we won Maze of the Night that night.
Wow.
Universal actually pumps in smells like dead flowers, dirt, and simulated rotting flesh.
I love Halloween
But
Soarin'.
once you've got the sense,
Of course, things have gotten
how you
better now.
scrub
Now
your
they use
mind.
actual rotting flesh.
There's two different techniques that we circulate the smells within our houses. There's a high-tech version, which is something that's an actual smell machine that you can buy. We use sometimes the low-tech version, which is also very easy to do. Is actually we use crock pots, and we mount on top of the crock pots fans. We actually blow the smells in a certain range. We want a continual smell.
And there's one effect
What?
visitors would definitely miss
Yeah, that works.
if it wasn't there.
They
Listen
put dead flesh in a
and
crock
see
pot?
if you can guess what it is.
It's nothing.
If you guessed sound effects, then you're right. Let's hear that clip again
No.
with sound.
Oh, okay. Can you tell what's in the scene? Did you guess no sound effects?
Sound effects and music
What-
play
what
a
a
major
mis-
role in
What a
any
misleading question.
Yeah, that was really strange.
Misdirection!
It takes an entire room worth of
Whoever set up
equipment to
the
keep
reaction
Scream
cam
House,
loves chins.
well, screaming.
That's screaming. We use real
Put
cats.
the kids to bed.
Oh,
It's your turn to enter Scream House.
Is this gonna be a... Oh, shit, okay.
Guests as they make their
Oh,
way
cool.
through the twisting, decaying
Are we actually
halls
walking
of the
through this?
dilapidated mansion.
Sweet.
Oh no, we're not that lucky.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the caretaker's house. I'm a man in the
Goodbye.
walls. You're a ghost man in the wall. Ooh. Behold, you are now missing Vaseline.
Have you noticed what's missing from this scene?
What is this?
The most terrifying thing of all.
The angry
White people.
souls who fell victim to the caretaker's maniacal experiments
Oh my God.
take revenge on the innocent,
Good use of mirrors.
scaring them
Hey!
when they least expect it.
Get off my lawn! It's like the cloud guy. Fuck you! Get out of my... This is my tree world!
Oh my
Get out
God,
of my
man.
world!
Oh hey, can you scratch my back?
I got an itch on my calf. It's on the other table. Can you scratch it for me?
Yeah. Oh hey, the sound
two-
effects are back.
Body bags
Oh, what was
holding
that?
the not-so-fortunate and other obstructions block visitors as they try to escape their doom.
They should have one of the body bags just like randomly twitch every now and then.
Hey, I'm trying to feed the chickens. Go away. Why are you in
Oh,
my
I didn't
yard?
know we had company. I would have put out the good china.
Oh my god, the pantry scared me so much.
Like, we're sitting here making these jokes. I now just want like a parody haunted house where it's just nothing but like
and a face-to-face
there's no jump scares or anything.
scared?
It's just people like doing things that you don't like. Of just like, I know we didn't announce we were coming over for dinner, but you've got an extra bed, right? And just people run the other way.
Tens of
This is like
thousands
social
of bored,
obligations.
greedy
Yes,
guests
social
show up at this
obligations, the
annual
haunted
event
house.
each night. Putting on an event
No wrong.
of this
No.
magnitude
My hat!
takes an
Look how
entire
big my
year
hat
of
is.
planning, with Universal creating
Trevor?
new Halloween Horror Nights content each year. The design team starts working on next year's event right after the current one opens.
Oh, yeah, it's their job.
Our cameras went into the restricted design area, where many Universal
And we were told
employees
to
aren't
leave.
even allowed.
Back here in our art design department, we create Halloween. We create it from the ground up. This is where we start with a blank piece of white paper and start doing sketches, and it comes out of our head. And we put it on a piece of paper, and if we
And
like
then we
it,
send
move
them to
on
Lorne
and-
Michaels, and he puts them
work
on
it
Saturday
and
Night
pick at
Live.
it. And when we get it to where we want, we take it up to our execs, and we say, is this the way you want us to go? And they look at it, and if they like it, and sometimes they don't, but sometimes
They
they
go,
do.
no!
Then we
Do it
take
again!
And we put it into computers, and we colorize it, and we work at it some more, and we build the houses, and we build the icons, the
Is that
characters.
Tweedledee and
And
Tweedledum?
designing goes on through midsummer.
In August, we start building the haunted houses and start fleshing out all the street details. In September, our actors come to the set, and then we open the show on the first week of October.
They do it in September
So
now, right?
Visitors can get the ultimate Halloween horror
In August.
nights high.
August?
Oh,
The adrenaline rush.
Oh, I think Disney does Halloween in August. I don't know about I mean, you haven't lived until you've seen a bunch of zombies sweating their butts off in Florida.
Well, I think the
in the middle of summer.
because of the rush that people get from attending it. We get people who are looking for that adrenaline rush.
Yeah! Hell yeah! We love Satan!
Because it
Licensed
releases the adrenaline
psychologist.
into the system, and this causes excitement. In fact, part of being alive is having that sort of chemical in your system.
Rawr.
Blue, no!
How does Universal turn a happy-go-lucky theme park by day into a land of terror by night?
It takes us
Why
all
don't
of
we
about
do
2 hours to
black
do
games?
it, and it's an army of people, and they're choreographed to the point where everybody knows what they have to do in a certain period of time.
Crash!
It's almost like a ballet. That's how it happens.
One of the lands that gets this
What was
twisted
that?
facelift is Marvel's Superhero Island.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I mean, it did
God,
it
look how
once.
big the
Islands
show
of
building
Adventure
is.
Land is home
Yeah.
to superheroes.
And yours.
Mild-mannered people are
Nice
safe to roam the
shades.
streets. By night, good has been
Now zap the
crushed.
spider box!
The villains have won.
Rawr.
Humans
Police.
are in
Ah!
This land
That is
morphs
scary.
into Island Under Siege.
What? Whoa!
Carnage, which is the master villain of our island, basically is
there I'm Woody
the master
Harrelson.
of the space. He's basically turned the whole island into kind of chaotic.
Sub-Zero,
space.
what are you doing here?
I think that's supposed to be Silver Samurai.
Oh, God.
This is like Arkham City or whatever it's called.
Mangled
Die!
things make Marvel Superhero Island feel like nothing short of a theme park war zone.
Because
I
flamethrowers
mean, the
are
security guard's
notoriously
telling you to
effective
keep
on
moving.
parapets.
The rubble and rampage of Island Under Siege is
What's
one
the
of
Batman
event's
game where all the
5
convicts
days.
are escaped
Maximum
and the whole
carnage.
island is closed off?
You have to navigate through this
thought
kind
that was
of
Arkham
barbed
Asylum.
wire
I'm not sure.
experience.
Hey, chat,
With
what-
gamma radiation and toxic chemicals, target practice with laser beams, and all the while these evil henchmen and supervillains chasing you, wanting to capture you and make you part of their evil clan.
Maximum Carnage is an interesting attraction. There's a lot of
Ow.
actors popping out of nowhere.
Rawr,
Different from the other
rawr!
attractions, which is always good.
Grr, arg.
Is that the bad guy from Big Hero 6?
A run through maximum carnage can be very threatening.
Wow,
and make you
seizure
feel
warning.
out of
Sorry,
control.
folks.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how the Universal designers want you to feel.
Maximum Carnage, the core scare, is all about threatening environments. It's about being out of control.
So how did they
Core
create
scare
an
for us,
atmosphere
however,
that
is
people
wondering,
will
are
be
we going to
threatening
push
while
Marvel too
keeping it
far?
safe?
Yeah.
It's all about
The answer
high-tech
was-
And the answer is
toys.
yes.
Basically, one of the scares we use in all the houses are these pneumatic devices. They're handed to the character, and as the guests walk through, they're frightened by the sound. And if that doesn't scare them, that will.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is the vortex or the tunnel.
And if
It's a
the
light
Now,
noise
you
doesn't
see, I want that. I want
spins
every
around
haunted
the
house
bridge
where you
as
got the
you're
character
walking
like,
through it. It's basically
does this
backlit
scare you?
to
Okay,
give
how
a
about
disorienting
this?
effect that makes you kind of want to grab
No,
it.
he didn't get on the wall.
That's going through. Basically, this is the waterfall effect. It consists of a series of pool pumps that draws the water out of a pool
What?
flat area.
That's just
pumps it
water.
up 10 feet
Yeah.
into the air. The water gently cascades over to the side.
We put it here to punish
Now
any
you're
of the,
looking at the
the
backside of
guests who
water.
decide to go
And we
chasing it.
scare from opposite directions for full effect.
I'm confused how that was
what's
part
it
of a
like
scare.
to take a trip
Yeah.
through maximum carnage?
Yeah, now please give us this
Now it's
walkthrough.
your turn to find
I
out.
love it. This is a great piece of history. This is YouTube videos before YouTube videos.
Twisted metal.
I'm enjoying the discount Metallica in the background here.
Carnage's henchmen are on the loose. The music is deafening. The lights are blinding as you trudge through pools of toxic waste.
Oh, cool. The toxic waste is actually just shepherd's pie we throw on the floor. It looks and feels like toxic waste, but it's really just mashed potatoes and beef. And then 2 people pop out, and that's the end.
The nuclear reactor room.
Where did I put
Yeah,
this name?
seizure warning again.
Alarm sound! Ah!
Were you with
Oh,
the legal team?
Oh, she died.
Apparently.
Scary
No,
sign!
this is Marvel. This is Marvel we're talking about. The nuclear waste gave her superpowers. I mean, these morons are terrorizing these guests, but they've just built a whole new breed of superheroes.
Yeah, apparently.
After the uncontrolled
They cut out the interview where the guy said, Stan Lee walked through this and then he slapped me with an open fist.
Characters and splashy rides promises.
I'm so confused
What
about
the
how to feel
hell?
about this.
Oh my god, the foam is awesome!
Well, we created a
So
character.
this is what they came up with for
which are
Sue Silent.
characters that travel in pairs, and the characters are able to actually hide in the foam and pop out at you and interact with you. So we've basically the whole island with foam.
It is this weird mix of creepy and friendly.
Doesn't
What a
normally
cool
look
idea.
like a giant bubble bath. So where did they get all the suds?
The foam machines are a great commercial product that
Yeah,
we
they're just
use
stock
that,
off the shelf,
takes
yeah.
55-gallon drum.
We bought all
puts
this!
A soap.
Where did they get all this foam?
and
We
injects
bought
air
it.
into it, and then actually creates
Exciting!
a large, basically bubble bath type of foam. We usually transport it through a scaffolding tower and hang the foam machines about 10 feet in the air. And this gives us a great kind of waterfall effect of foam.
That's awesome.
That is kind of cool.
It's probably
It's
like
not all fun and
just
games at
cleans
this
itself
event.
away.
While multitudes of guests might mean mega success for Universal, it also creates a few challenges for the designers.
So we got to keep the
Volleyball!
shots clear.
Of an event this large or capacity, you have to be able to design a haunted house that can take a lot of people. Otherwise, you couldn't handle the event. The people would riot in line after
Otherwise,
24
it'll be
hours
like it is now.
15 minutes
Yeah,
of
right?
experience.
The greatest challenge that we face here is the large capacity.
There's a
of guests that
trillion
come to our
bloggers
event.
coming in
So
every
for us,
day,
our
ruining it
biggest
for
challenge is
regular guests.
How do we still make it singular within the large amount of people that come and experience us? So we have to do that very strategically through the design, through the layout for how we actually able to split the groups up away from their safety and their security.
You know, it gets pretty expensive, but then we sell pizza fries and we make it all back in the first week.
There you go.
When it comes to the prehistoric creatures in Universal's Jurassic Park.
We took the theme that
We
follows
kept the whole
movies,
area the
which is
same.
where the dinosaurs have gotten out of their existing cages and now roaming the island free.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just Jurassic Park.
No, like what you want to do for a plot here is like we accidentally ended up injecting the DNA from the dinosaurs into people, and we made these human dinosaur hybrids that are now terrorizing. Yeah, like that.
That's what they're.
Okay, good. They did the obvious
I also
thing.
think that was
playground.
Fun fact: I think that was also originally the ending for Jurassic Park 3.
Evolution is a fun event. The Triceratops that you see asleep in the beginning and then basically gutted at the end was really a nice touch.
The Universal
Seeing an
designers
animal
used an existing
frickin'
attraction
dead.
called Triceratops Discovery Trail
Oh, I
to
missed
create
that.
this haunted maze.
Oh. Nice.
Our Triceratops animatronic in Discovery Trail isn't very threatening. It's not very scary. So what we did to remedy this is we built this stockade around here, and we busted up all these big holes through here to make it look as though something violent and terrifying happened in here. Then to try and get heavy, quick movement inside,
Camera guy, can
we
you
have,
please keep that
high-powered strobes
untilted?
placed around the stockade, and as they fire quickly, it makes it appear as though
Strobe
this
warning
animal is
again.
moving very quickly. Then, of course, we have a busted up, bloodied up Dr. Burton who comes right at you at this hole. Then later on, you'll see another animatronic of Dr. Burton after he's met his demise.
By hanging himself?
We wanted to show the terror and the horror of some of these half-dino.
Why does it look like John Hammond?
Burton created in his genetics labs. So we got
well, we
products from
spared
the
one
Lost World,
expense.
which we had in our warehouses here at Universal Studios, and we made it look as though it was ripped right out of the animal, as though it got torn right out, spinal cord and all. And the interesting thing
That
is
is kind of
our
gross.
prop builders just used AB foam for all of this goo and gore, the same kind of insulation foam you'd find in any hardware store.
We used the chili from Wendy's.
Face to face with a velocity. Then it's time to enter.
That would be a pretty good gore effect too, because you could like have your actors just casually eating it.
Okay, but why are they putting cheddar cheese on it?
Ow!
I like
Pull
how
me through this
nonchalant he is about
hole!
it. They all escaped. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
This trek through the jungle will bring you face to face
Roar!
with mutant creatures
Grr.
you've never even imagined.
And then some executive says, "Hey, I thought the mutants were supposed to go on the Marvel maze." Well, I'm scared. Hello.
Hey, where's my pick?
Are you with Grubhub?
Can you help me with my tax return?
Adulting the maze.
It's really scary. You don't know what to expect or something.
Wouldn't it be great if it just cut after she said that unassuredly?
And
If just some like some scare actor came up behind her immediately.
If marauding dinosaurs aren't disturbing enough, these performers look like they just stepped out of a sideshow. They are known simply as the Freaks.
He has a big tongue.
I went to Juilliard.
okay.
Oh yeah, him.
Nice. What the
Whoa.
hell? What the hell? What?
It's a special kind of person to give you a close encounter
Hello,
of
Snake.
the freakish kind. Meet one of Halloween Horror Nights'
Bye.
the Rat Lady.
I never thought about what it would be like to have rats climbing all over me. First couple times I came in here, it was kind of eerie feeling, having a little pitter patter on you, but
they're just friendos, yeah.
The life of a freak is risky business, but would you spend a night in a coffin full of rats?
on any
If they were
given night,
clean
we have
rats,
30
yeah.
rats
They're
in here.
teaching me how to cook.
You know, there's little
I don't like how they're like
confrontations they'll run
huddled up in
around and
a
they
corner
kinda
like that.
nibble.
They seem kind of.
And what prevents the Rat Lady from getting eaten alive right before your eyes?
The
We
dress
fed
that
'em.
we have on
Well, we
is
feed them.
rat-proof, thank goodness. We do have it around our wrists and around our neck. And actually, the skirt at the bottom has elastic pieces that come around our ankles so the
I thought
rats
you were gonna
can't
say,
climb.
like, it's
Things
just
are
their heads
plexiglass right
sticking
here,
out.
and we can't actually get down there to, keep them from running around.
Yeah, that would be
Your
kind of.
work-related nightmares are nothing compared to those of the Rat Lady.
Oh.
I don't think that everybody could have this job, but if you don't mind rats and you don't mind actually getting nipped every once in a while, it's really not that bad. You know, what other job can you get paid to, lay down and scare people with rats?
I mean, that's fair.
What other job can you make money lying on your back?
Good night, everybody.
If that's not enough, then the sideshow outside of Maximum Carnage will shock some and make most queasy. He's half man, half lizard, and 100% gross. Meet Lizard Man.
Oh, gross. Oh, God.
That feels like a derivative
Snake, that
name.
poor snake.
This freak gives new meaning to the word grotesque, with over 700 hours
What?
of
He looks
tattooing
fine.
covering his body, Teflon ridges grafted
Whoa!
on his skull, teeth
What?
nailed to
Yeah, that's the
plates,
thing.
and a forked tongue. But that's just an appetizer.
Yeah, but this is his whole life.
Yeah.
This is a dart game for the macabre.
Oh, hell no. Oh, my God.
Yeah, no
Holy
It's
shit.
never looked so
Oh, my
repulsive.
God. Let me know when I can look that. Oh, I'm going to look away the rest.
If
Hold
these
on.
freaks' vulgar displays of human mutilation and sideshow stunts
Oh,
don't
fuck.
give you
That guy's just
nightmares,
really
it
flexible.
is sure to cause a loss of appetite.
Oh, okay. Rat. Oh, that's the
From a
cutest
freak
thing.
show to a hot TV show, pop culture is one way the Universal team
That's
gets
just a regular show.
inspiration.
Don't eat
for
the
haunted
snake.
mazes.
No.
When we start developing
Snake's our friend.
Halloween,
It's not food.
one of the things that we do is we take a look at what society is scared of. What's the newest trend? A good example this year is
I don't know what that guy's day
reality-based.
job is. He does that. He probably works at a
Brings
circus.
us to our last maze, Fear Factor, which was based on the reality TV series of the same name.
You
The
don't
brand
say.
Fear Factor is synonymous with gross, nasty, yucky, slimy.
Your challenge this week
elements.
is we're
So
gonna
we
throw
took
you in a
all
room
of
with
those
a
elements
pipe
and said,
bomb.
Let's put them in a maze.
The longer
turn the
you
lights out,
survive,
and then have them navigate it in the complete
that's what I remember Fear Factor being.
There's this mysterious
Fear
ticking
Factor
noise.
puts the creepy, crawly, gross, gooey in a darkened maze.
Look at him.
Aw,
He's not, yeah.
I mean, literally, they just turned out the lights on a reptile section of the zoo.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems about right.
Fear Factor's core scare is all about the fears that people have every day. It's the fear of darkness, the fear of snakes.
I don't have the fear of
spiders,
snakes
rats,
every day.
worms.
How often does that
All those
come up?
things that everybody lives with every day and they're afraid of.
What, snakes?
What about the fear of failure?
Yeah.
There's many reasons.
Just
to
have a
be
room where
afraid of
everyone
insects
points and laughs and
creepy
says how they
qualities.
disappoint.
I think
How you've
that
disappointed
A
them.
metaphorical maze?
You learn as a child that there's something scary about
A maze
them.
that's all just
You
idioms?
see a spider and someone goes, ah, ew. and that teaches you then there's something to be afraid of.
Oh, wet rope!
So how
And then
did
the most-
Universal take this cauldron of fears and brew them up to create a haunted maze?
We're here in the worm room.
So we got a
and
bunch of
As
bugs.
you can see, what we've done is taken these lengths of rope, put gummy worms on, fishing lures, we've got these
Oh,
little
yeah.
snakes, and in the dark, these are going to feel like real worms, which are really going to play on people's fears. You're going to be walking
they
through
just
here
put
and
gummy
getting these
worms on?
gooey things on you.
Jeff, guests
it'll
are
really mess with
biting the
people's
rope
minds.
again.
I paid $59.99 for this VIP experience and it didn't include any food. Well, I'll show them.
I'm gonna tie some worm,
This is
some
a hair
gummy
room.
worms to a rope.
We've got about 15 different kinds of hair, lengths of hair,
Ew.
different kinds of matty, gooey hair. As you come through here,
I
it's
do
gonna
not
be
like
your
hair.
arms and your
I do
face,
not
and
enjoy the
it's
texture of
really
hair. I
black.
do not enjoy
And
the
then we're gonna cover
feeling
it
of
in
hair,
goo.
especially when it's detached from humans. No, thank you.
And you
But do you
long
like
hair.
the musical hair?
I'm backstage
I mean,
with one of our
it-
special
that's
effects
okay.
here.
Hairspray.
This is a sharp drop bridge. As people
Bit
come
better.
through, a scare actor will be
It's
hitting this foot
Florida.
pedal,
Every room is a bug room.
dropping that bridge 2
Ooh.
inches into complete darkness.
That's
Nice.
neat.
This is our finale for this house. We're going to have 4 scare actors with compressed air
Can we
guns
do that at the
hitting
Twister
you
ride as well, right at the end?
as you go out the door, sending you out screaming.
That's cute.
No, then I just think I'm in the Indiana Jones adventure.
Yeah.
And we end with the biggest scare of all. We get Joe Rogan to come in.
Yeah.
And he just starts selling you all the pills.
Was approximately 600 characters.
You have to sit on my
Make it a
podcast for
perilous
1 hour.
adventure For those who brave the event.
I bet the guy who came up with
One
our
of the
character
stars
paid
characters of
$0.
Halloween Horror Nights 12 looks like he could have popped out
That?
of the pages of a
Hello.
novel. Meet
Hello!
Nightmare.
Yeah.
It's the devil!
This menacing
Oh, it's always this,
monster
like,
was the brainchild
The
of
nightmare.
the
It's
Universal
never something
Dream
like
Team.
meet
But how do
Todd.
you turn an idea for a monster into the real deal?
Well, isn't the clown Jack like now like the icon?
First, the concept
One of
That's
them.
just a
There's
hot demon monster.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then that drawing is transformed into a computer color rendering. From the color rendering, a small statue called a maquette is constructed. The prosthetics
That's a D&D
lab
mini.
and costuming department then
We sell
create
5,000 of these
life-size
in the gift shop every day.
One of the most integral parts of Nightmare and many other characters is the mask. Making
Nobody
these
cared.
exercises is practically a work of art.
The staff that I have making everything for Halloween Horror Nights is
We have Old
generally
Man.
a staff of about 20 people at this point. They're all
It's like a
extremely
smoke
skilled
shop back there.
makeup artists with skills.
Is that an
ranging from
Ekron? It looks like
sculpting,
one.
Oh my
making,
god! Why are
painting.
so many people working in that one room?
And here's an eye-opener. They have to create multiple masks for one character.
We might have to
Yeah.
make 15 of
get
the same
broke.
mask because they're in different areas of a haunted house.
Oh, that too.
Or they're in shifts. So it's not that we just make a mask.
Well, that's my time. I'm going.
Oh man, if I got to see that live, that'd be
That's
the
why I told
funniest
everybody
damn
I've been the
thing.
legend
His
number one.
is
Oh my
created
God.
with makeup.
Hey, give it up for legend number one. I'm legend
Cameras
number two.
rolled as makeup
Screaming
artist
at you
Jonah
tonight.
Levy took actor Bryce Ward from normal guy to creepy goon. A process that takes up to 2 hours.
I had a mask prosthetics for Haunt.
Yeah.
It took about 20 minutes. Just a bit of spirit gum and a lot of green spray paint.
Well, I bet a lot of it was
We bet you
already
won't see
painted
a
and
makeover
everything.
like
It looks like they
this on
do the
any other
blending every
show.
night.
Yeah.
Can you whiten my veneers while you're at it?
These ones are definitely more professional, though.
So, fun fact, if you know Halloween Horror Nights, I'm pretty sure this is the same actor who later played the warden of
The
Hellgate
event
Prison.
icon is certainly at the top of the food chain.
I assume that's somebody
But
of
there
note.
are other roles that many people are chomping at the bit to play.
Yeah, I think that's the guy who played Jack the
This
Clown.
character role
Also does the
okay.
Grinch for
Many
Christmas.
people vie for
Wow.
it each year.
All right. Yeah. No, that's
This
okay.
elite
Cool.
group of characters has the ability to send visitors running for their lives. Meet the few, the proud, the chainsaw characters.
That's not even a pun with Marines. Like, come on.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay!
When I scare people, it's the adrenaline just builds up inside of me, and it just gives me a sense of
So does he hench?
excitement and
Is that what he
enthusiasm
does for a
I'm
living?
Doing my job right and doing the right thing. And
Oh, I'm not a
just having
henchman,
fun out
I'm a
there.
hunchman. I kind of make
No,
wild
this
messes
guy-
about
Scare,
people.
probably the most effective scare even today.
I thought you were
It's
making a joke about his posture, and then no,
It's
you
the
just
noise, It's
swerved.
the vibration. It's the fact that it's handheld, so it's mobile, and they are absolutely the most effective scare.
If chainsaw-wielding psychos don't make you wet your pants, perhaps a trip back to your childhood will.
Or the excessive amounts of
Wonderland?
alcohol we serve.
Huh?
course
That's super Snow
in
White.
Fairy
How did
Tales
you get
2
away with
is
that?
Childhood fears. Yeah, of fairy tales.
I
You
mean,
know, when
Snow
you're
White's
going
a
out
fairy
all
tale.
alone,
They sell
there's
it
no
for
fears
Spirit
of the monster
Halloween.
and
Yeah,
stuff
but
like
that art,
think
like
that,
that
first of
design
all,
feels very
it's
similar
I
to
mean,
the
it's the
Disneyland.
same way, you know, all these
kind of
costume
frightening.
companies get away with, like,
They've
the sexy
taken
versions of
the-
Disney characters.
Fair enough. I thought that could be
Just gotta
argued as
keep it
parody.
different
but-
enough.
Truly,
Yeah, fair.
Disturbing.
So we get that a crazy Alice
Hey.
is pretty creepy. But aren't you wondering,
Hey.
how do they come up with this stuff?
We went back to research.
Well, we look at what
material
Disney
where,
has, and then
they
we
took
rip all that
Grimm's
And we
fairy
just-
tales and all of the little
and we
morality
put it
plays
into
that we
our
hear as
own
kids.
maze,
We took those
and
characters,
then we
and as
we
much
took
as
those
our audience
characters
has
that were
grown up,
kids,
we took those
and
characters
we
and
put them in our
they
maze,
grew up
and that's
along
pretty
with
much.
our audience.
Of course,
I was just trying to talk as long as this guy was.
You need
Yeah, that's
some
fair.
scary
I mean, that, like this is.
A lot
Like,
of
how
the
did you think of
characters
this?
with
Well,
their space, too,
we
so they
subverted
contrast
expectations.
their environment,
Next.
so they stand out as a pivotal focus, or they kind of blend in a little bit.
Was it not Scary Farm who always did like a stage show just like satirizing Disney and Universal?
Wardrobe department.
I thought that was
Universal did that too.
Scary Tales.
I mean, yeah, it was Bill and Ted for many years, but Knott's Berry Farm did have a show called The Hanging, which kind of
it's a black and white
turned into that.
I just remember one where they had a guy come out dressed as Mickey Mouse, and he's like, "Get the fuck backstage, or you're not getting paid!" And then he went, "Some management, huh?" And then the Phantasmic ending would play.
You dress the character in the space that looks exactly like the wall. You feel that the wall.
Like they literally use the music, and I don't know how they get
and suddenly,
permission.
for a split second, you realize that you do have somebody in your space, but you can't focus on them because of the strobes. And now we've been able to scare you.
Oh, which way am I, detective?
Beginning to feel
Can you find me in the
I gave you all the clues, Mr. Police.
Bizarre creatures. Not yet. Then it's your turn to enter Scary Tales.
What better place to reflect than Oasis of yours?
Hey, wait a second. We didn't get to walk through Fear Factor.
No, we didn't.
No, we did not.
Probably better off.
What a ripoff.
Oh, it's me,
I'm Raggedy
Andy. Oh, that
wait, was
very
Raggedy
odd,
Andy
okay.
coming on to that person?
Yes. 100% yes.
I love licking.
Okay.
Curtains.
Have you ever come
Is that
face
Germa?
to face with a room full of rotting dead lambs?
That looks like Germa.
Mary has
Oh, I'm in a haunted house right now.
Mary had a little lamb.
Hey, I've never walked a room with rotting dead lambs. I've walked through a room with, not rotting dead lambs. What fairy tale was that?
So funny. That was so funny. That looked like something out of like
get eaten by
like one of those back rooms games.
Field of Dreams, my favorite tale.
Rawr.
And let's not forget the 3 pigs.
1.
Yeah. 2.
That could have been the same one.
My favorite haunted house was
Hey!
Scary Tales because it couldn't see what was happening,
Nice
and
kinda
the people were
tattoo,
in it were like really like energetic and like scary.
Wait,
and they
so
would
your
zap you
favorite
with
house
different
was the one
corners
you
and-
couldn't
yeah.
see
And
anything
somebody would
in?
Get scared of like right in front of you.
Yeah,
and
that
then
sounds
you'd walk by
right.
And they'd scare you and still be scared.
That
There was a thing that was at like the mall recently or
Attendees
last
of
year,
Universal Orlando's
where it
Halloween
was
Horror
literally
Nights
just they
are
described it as a
diehard
pitch
fans
black hallway
that
with
take
actors in it.
Halloween very, very
What the fuck's
seriously.
Yeah, what's the point?
I'm
All
a
right.
Halloween Horror Nights fanatic. I track it all year on the computer. I look at different websites to try to find out as early as possible what the new logo
Nice
is going to be.
shirt.
I wear shirts, hats, pins, buttons, shotguns.
I buy all the
shirts.
merchandise.
I have shirts from every year. I have at least, I think I have 40 shirts. I have almost anything you could want.
What?
Halloween
And mind
Horror
you,
Nights, I
this
probably
was
have
Halloween Horror Nights 12.
So what can these fans and others expect to see at future Halloween Horror Nights?
The future for
A
Halloween
lot of
Horror Nights
IPs,
is
some original
very big, I
houses.
think. This is an event that started with,
I think we're going to
Okay.
do one with
came
Penn
to
and
Universal
Teller at some
Studios
point.
Florida, our
Oh,
first
yeah,
theme
that's a
park
fun
in
one.
Florida. And
Did
we've
they?
now
Yeah, they
moved it
did.
to Islands of Adventure.
That they did.
As this
What was
event
it?
grows, it will
What
outgrow
was it?
Islands of Adventure, and I see it
It
moving
was
into
called Ben
probably
and Teller's
2 parks
Nuked
as the
Las
years
Vegas.
passes by, where we can even make the theme.
Oh yeah, it was like
a
Fallout
little
but
bit,
Penn and
you know,
Teller.
more
Yeah.
themed towards what's in our islands, and then take a more movie approach in the studio.
One of the ones that, when it was
mega
Paramount Parks,
Halloween
was
Horror
called
Nights.
the Osbournes,
But there
and it was
is
like
one thing
the
that will probably
Osbournes, but it
never
was a
change,
haunted house
and
where they were all
that is
burned to death
Universal's
or something.
desire to
Very
scare
weird
you
choice.
to death.
Yeah, all right.
And I think there was like an MTV sponsored like maze as well. I think that was it. It was like a whole area of MTV themed haunted houses. Ah, the rats ate me. I'm supposed to go on break. You're right,
I
Jim.
am on break.
I was just thinking about it. Like, getting in and out of the rat coffin has got to be a
One of the
pain
best
for
things a
like
guest can
taking
tell you,
breaks and
a
stuff.
compliment we love to hear as well. I'm scared, totally
Rats
out of
can't,
my
like,
I mean, it's
Why?
got to
I'm
be
sure they
hilarious
open the
though when
lid.
it's a shift change.
It was
Oh
just
my
wonderful.
gosh,
I gotta
yes.
come back for more. And you go,
Hey, bro, I'm taking the spot. Okay.
I mean, you could play that up like one of them is like forcing the other into the coffin and then like shutting the lid on them. Like that'd be actually kind of neat.
Oh my god, she's never been to a theme park before. Get her on the Spider-Man ride. Andy Parrott. Andy wants a cookie. Andy wants a cracker or something. Fuck that. Jamie Iceland. Wouldn't have been weird if it said graphics Tyler Man.
Oh gosh.
Richard Green. Going for
Friend of
the
Hank
Oscar
Green?
with that evil voice. I love how it's a Boris Karloff
the Travel
copyright.
Channel. A light ship.
Light ship? Like, that's just a boat with a light on it.
That is all.
Come on,
damn,
no!
I was really pissed.
Get out of there! That's not what I meant.
We had a window back there?
Yes, there's a window right over here, apparently. Oh, he's going. I thought he was going back into the TV. Tubbs, are you okay? He's not there. Okay. I thought he was going to... Oh, you okay?
That rotting dead lab room really messed me up. Can we stop it with the scary stuff for a while?
Oh.
Yes.
Don't worry,
I'll
we're
tell you
going
what.
back to Disney in a minute.
Ben is scary as fuck. Nah, he looks a lot better now.
Oof.
Oh, no. Penn was scary before because he had long hair. Ben doesn't like long hair. That was cool. That was
No, that
really
was
good
really
piece of
cool.
Oh, so that's why
Yeah.
you keep inviting me back, because, I'm low-grade balding.
Yeah.
It's the only way Ben tolerates me.
It's true. Ben didn't actually like me until I cut my hair way shorter.
Of course, I'm remembering, back on that other show, I did not cut my hair for 2 years because there was a pandemic.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I wound up
you
looking
did
like
have
Ben
long
Franklin.
hair.
Oh, I had the
I was
Ben
going to say
Franklin
Bill
hair.
Bailey.
Yeah. But us here in America, we say Ben Franklin hair.
We don't talk in America. We don't talk about British comedians or any other comedians.
We don't talk about
Unless they were on
Britain.
SNL.
No.
What?
Well, what did we think of
It's
the
not
special,
Bruno, it's
guys? I
Britain.
mean, for all of our,
It was
our
great.
joking,
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What a really insightful show. And I honestly, more than about the behind the scenes stuff, I really dug that they walked you through most of the mazes.
Yeah, that was really
Because
crazy.
that's just a great snapshot in time.
Ron's hair?
Who?
What Ron?
Who's Ron? No one knows who
Ron?
Chat, explain yourself. Who's Ron?
Ron
I think,
Weasley. We're bringing
I mean,
in Ron
like
Weasley.
We did have long hair at one point. I did like that we captured, they actually were okay, and now here's basically a full POV walkthrough of this thing. Because that was so rare back in the day,
Yeah.
to actually... There were... Back when they realized they could make special features and put them on DVDs and stuff, that was such a good era, because there was otherwise no way to see how things were made unless it was broadcast on TV, a special, oh, we're going behind the scenes of this brand new movie, we have an exclusive, and then they show you. But
Movie
now
Surfers, I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, oh yeah, movie surfers. Oh, I forgot about that. That was the worst. Hey, it's Disney Movie Surfers, and we're going behind the scenes of Halloween Town 7. Yeah, we're on set, and it's just a real town, and there's the big pumpkin. Wow, you guys!
And there's Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds,
Wasn't
what's
she
the
in the
light
Halloween
working?
Town movies?
I want to go to bed. Okay, thanks, Debbie. You're so funny.
I was in Singing in the Rain, damn it.
Yes, he was. Singing in the Rain is actually in Toronto right now.
Oh, cool.
A new stage version. Yeah.
Nice.
Apparently everyone in the front literally needs ponchos because the whole stage is flooded with water during the song. Like that's their big gimmick, is that the stage is like down like a couple inches and there's like a lip and they actually pour water from the top of the stage. Like
Is this directed by the guy from Only Murders in the Building? Because this sounds like him.
And then we're gonna have water all over the stage, on the floorboards. Sure, they'll be warped at the end of the door, but it'll be great.
Everyone says it's good. I'm sure that was the gimmick, but like when that show was happening, right?
I mean, that would make sense.
Anyway, Ron Deanna.
So, just
Does
curious.
he have long hair?
Since we did get to walk through 4 of the 5 mazes, sorry, Fear Factor, but do you have a personal favorite? Like, my gut tells me I would have loved to have walked through Maximum Carnage just to see that one Horror Nights take on Marvel, but man, Project Evolution looked really cool.
Yeah, that looked really
I'm like, what a novel concept. It's like, those two, it was like, let's take the pre-existing IPs in this land and turn them on their heads. What would that be like? And it's like, well, Jurassic Park is kind of a horror movie anyway, because you've got dinosaurs stalking the park. But it's like, well, what do we do with that? Let's make them human.
Yeah. I mean, the coolest thing for me was the foam they were pouring out all night in the Toon Lagoon area. That was, honestly, like, back in the day, theme parks used to invest that much into just, like, a special effect. Like, I don't know if anyone remembers the ride, the Italian Job Stunt Track. But there would be, like, fire blasting up at one point, and then a smoke effect before it went down launched down a tunnel. And they just went, when they switched over from Paramount to Cedar Fair, they just stopped paying for that because they didn't want to, like, pay for propane and just, like, having a smoke effect that worked. It just, to them, it meant nothing. Yeah. And I'm sure, like, nowadays they wouldn't be able to do, like, the whole foam thing because of just COVID and germs and passing things around. But
unless that foam is hand sanitizer.
Oh,
that's true. It is basically just soap, right? So I'm sure technically it would be fine. But
if you,
to just invest in an effect like that every single night. Was it the
have all the monsters go out saying,
Hotel?
"I'm clean"?
The Nickelodeon Hotel used to have, like, one of those water park things where the bucket would fill up and then it would periodically dump, but it would be full of, like, green slime.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they, like, you know, they sunk a bit of money into that gimmick of, like, okay, well, it's probably going to cost a lot of money to make some kind of green dye that also thickens the water a bit, but, like, you know, we're fucking Nickelodeon. We should be able to invest in something that's going to be a gimmick to get people coming in. The foam makes the floor slippery. They don't do it anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The first night I was working
getting hurt in that, yeah.
Haunt in 2019, the bricks were just slippery because it rained, and I slipped and fell the first night.
You know what's crazy? In that foam, they had the clowns in there on moon shoes jumping around.
Yeah.
How did nobody get seriously injured from that? Or maybe they did, and that's why it stopped. But, like, that just seems like a recipe for disaster. Cleats. Moon cleats.
I don't think they did the foam, but I think they brought back the Treeks and Foons for one of, like, the big anniversary events. That's what the area was called, Treeks and Foons.
Like Huffalumps and Woozles? What are these words?
Like Freaks and Tunes, but it became Treeks and Foons.
Oh my god, that guy, the contortionist, and the guy, like, putting darts on his back. I could not
Yeah,
handle that.
no,
I
thank
genuinely
you.
had to look away. That was so gross.
A bit unsettling, but then again, I mean, I live not too far from Coney Island, where we're used to that stuff.
That's true.
Fair.
There was a whole X-Files episode about like people getting killed at a freak show. And turned out one guy could like has a twin that's stuck in his body that comes out and kills people at night and then goes back into him.
Yeah,
that's literally just the plot of *Malignant*.
Oh, is that what that is about? I didn't know what *Malignant* was about.
Spoiler alert! I guess.
Except it's X-Files.
Oh, the movie
X-Files
came out a
is great.
year and a half ago. If you missed it, that's on you.
People still get mad about like whatchamacallit, Snape kills Dumbledore, like stuff
Oh my
like that.
gosh, that's so old
People-
news at this point.
People get still angry because they don't know about it, and it's like, well, go watch it. It's your fault.
Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about it before, but somebody said it was their first time watching The Mousetrap in London, which is like a world famous murder mystery. It's the longest running play in history, I think. And during the interval, somebody behind them said what the ending was, the twist ending, and they were like, "Are you kidding me?" Like they absolutely lost it on those people. It's so mean, because at the end of that show, they say like the actors or the characters on stage literally go, "Now that you've seen our tale, we ask you to please zip your mouth. Do not share anything. Do not spoil the ending." And it even says that on the program guide and on a big plaque in the front lobby because it's the pinnacle of murder mystery twist endings. And yeah, they somebody
The
just
mouse
ruined it
did
for
it.
somebody else.
That's why it's called
Disney's
The Mousetrap.
Disney's The Mousetrap.
No, like that was a movie
Oh,
though.
look at me!
Like
Oh yeah, with Nathan
like
Lane.
early 2000. Yeah, Nathan Lane was yeah.
That's a
that
great
was
movie.
Mouse Hunt.
Mouse Hunt.
Mouse
That's what I'm
Hunt.
thinking of.
You and I were both so quick to accept that was called Mousetrap. Somebody will make a movie out of that board game later. Anyways, we're gonna take a break. Oh, Ben, what was your favorite maze?
Definitely whichever one it was that had all the ball pythons in it because they were adorable and friendly and looked great.
Oh, so Fear
I think
Factor.
that was the Fear Factor one.
Yeah, I guess that's my favorite then because like
the gummy worms.
yeah,
I'm really
like it's
surprised. We got
like, it had
gummy worms,
hair,
they're
but
just
I'll
like
put up
people
with it for
trying
the
to
snakes.
We put fishing hooks on these ropes, so it feels like a worm.
Oh.
No, they were fishing lures because it was like fuzzy or something.
Yeah, let's put hooks where people can touch them.
Ew.
That's the Hellraiser maze.
And that's why they've not done a Hellraiser maze.
There you go.
They
I'm
oh
sorry,
my
they call
god!
them
Like if
houses
there's
now. They're
ever
not
a
mazes
chance,
anymore. They're
they gotta
houses.
do that. Oh yeah, because they're not actually mazes. What is this? AJ from Disney Food Blog should get her own maze. She's super scary.
Okay then.
The distraction is
I
just a
once-
trash can lid opening so that she could jump out, scare you, and stuff the food in there.
I once heard a story that somebody from the company that I used to work for was buying food from like backlot, and this person AJ was like following behind them and taking photos of them, and then my former boss like tapped them on the shoulder. They were like, "What are you doing?" And they just like turned on a dime and like ran away or something like that. And I don't know if that's true.
Okay.
But if it is, like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Just taking pictures of other bloggers, like without
Of
their
other
consent?
food, of other
Like, what are
bloggers.
you
I don't
doing?
know. then again, the people I used to work for apparently did that when the Born Identity show happened. So everyone's a villain. Anyways, we're
Yeah,
gonna
that sounds
be
right.
back after these commercials. We'll be back in a little bit. We're gonna go have a washroom break. You have one too.
See y'all in a bit.
That's bathroom for those of you in America.
What did I say?
The washroom.
Said washroom.
Welcome back to VHS, the only show. So, I believe Tubbs had something to say about what we watched or whatever. Tubbs, you have anything you want to say to everybody?
There's no dead animals in this one, right?
No.
I mean, there are jack-o'-lanterns, which means there are dead plants.
I mean, that's not an animal, though, right?
Okay, if you're sure.
Okay. then.
Need to teach
All
him
right,
how to
then.
say okay properly. The collar's still being weird. It's trying to say oak.
From a bloody Alice in Wonder, you have to literally type the word okay. From a bloody Alice in Wonderland to Alice just walking right down the middle of Main Street. We're gonna learn how Disney puts together the Magic Kingdom Halloween and no other park. So what, they don't decorate the other parks the way they do. Actually, you know what? When I think about it, it's really Main Street, isn't it?
It really is.
I mean, they do other stuff around the park for the Halloween party.
Yeah, but like during the year normally.
But
it's
you'll
really,
see. You'll
that's
see.
it.
It's not just about Disney World. They take you through the Disneyland Resort. I think maybe Cruise Line. It's a look at how Disney parks and resorts celebrate the season, but not Epcot because they're still doing food and wine.
Fair.
Where's the special for that? I want a special for food and wine.
I feel
It's
like
just
it makes
gonna be a
sense though
bunch of
that they're at least
sad
covering
people.
Disneyland because they've got the what is it, the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay for Mansion.
Yeah,
like that's going to be fun.
Yeah, so I think this special
Maybe
is
we'll
from
do that
2018.
Let me see if I can figure that out easily.
You might get maybe Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah, 2018. Yep.
I don't know. I forget when
So
Oogie
now
Boogie
cool,
Bash started.
No Jack Skellington puppet just yet.
Yeah, that was a little. Was that after 2018?
That was 2019. I was just watching a video
Okay.
where it was like the first time they did that, I think. Or the only time they did that because
Yeah,
COVID.
I was about to say, I think COVID happened, yeah.
Alright, let's do it up! Let's see how Disney does Halloween!
Whee!
That way!
To the left, to the left!
Yeah.
Oh no! Tom!
Oh.
Well, he's gone for
I don't like this!
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sam's
Sam.
Gaming Diary. Whoa! That looked wicked!
Happiest and most magical places on Earth.
Does Disney own the rights to
Selena
Wicked? I don't think they
Gomez?
can do
Places
that.
on Earth. In one
No, I think Universal.
Oh, see, there it is!
There's a 3,400-pound pumpkin, a headless horseman,
What? Why does it have to weigh that much?
a zombie car,
No, that's
A vampire
one
car.
ornament.
at the same time.
Oh, I do not like the
You're
hyena
giving you a secret
dancing like
backstage
that.
tour to
Yeah,
places
that's a
no one ever
weird.
gets to see,
I mean, it
where all
works,
the
but it's a
magic is
little.
created.
Yeah.
guys ready? You will see the Disney Cruise Line ships transform in just hours to get ready for Halloween on the high seas.
So we only have about 20 minutes until the guests are going to start boarding, so we have to head downstairs and finish up.
Wow.
Walt Disney World
Oh my
is
God.
hundreds of
What a
performers to
nightmare.
light up the streets each night.
What year is this special? Before or during JPEG?
And at Disneyland,
2018?
I think JPEG may have been in charge of the parks at this point.
Yeah.
From amazing makeovers
Yeah, but he was not president at the time.
to spectacular
How did they
treats
cut that before they
to
did
an
the
incredible
sparking with the
midnight ride for
shovels?
most
Come on.
photographed pumpkin
I think
around.
they actually show the whole routine of how they came up with the sparks later.
Okay, good.
Can you believe how long it
And
took them
time
to
to
do
make
that
a mediocre
before they made-
sequel!
Welcome to Decorating Disney Halloween.
Well, didn't they do that to see if it's feasible to make another movie, and then they did it like 6 years later?
That would make sense.
Trouble. Welcome to
Who?
Decorating Disney Halloween Magic. Tonight,
A
it's
person.
the best of both worlds because Disney is revealing the
What's
Oh,
the
the end. We
frosting?
already got the credits.
transformations When Disney partners with Disney Cruise Line, get ready for my favorite holiday.
Oh my god, how many transitions! Oh my god, calm down! What is the editing?
Yeah.
Festival, where the famous giant Mickey pumpkin takes center stage and is one
Is
of
it
the most
famous?
Instagram places this time of year. It takes
Maybe.
months and a team of cast members
It's
to get
blocking the
Can we get like a
castle.
mashup of?
debut.
Can we get a mashup of the two specials and have like the caretaker do the super perky intro?
Oh my gosh.
Hey there, guys.
Get a lot of that.
Do you fear death? I do. Let's take a look.
It's Marcy Sweat. Not only am I born on Halloween, but Halloween's my favorite holiday because I have one child. and
Marcy
she's
Sweat of
born on
Blood, Sweat, and
That's
Shears.
good.
I've been a
That skeleton
painter
looks
for
great.
Disneyland for over 20 years. One of the things that I love
I still use
is
a
I'm
Star
one of the
Wipe.
individuals that gets to work on the Halloween props. The holiday season starts in the summer for us.
I'm genuinely
All the
waiting for a
pumpkins that
Star
you
Wipe
see,
now.
I bet
I
you
mean,
will.
for people who go to the theme parks, Halloween starts in summer there too.
and presentable for
Yeah.
They're doing it in damn August.
Yeah, no.
August.
recognizable pumpkin.
Yeah, what we're seeing is probably done in July.
That you see in the town square.
I mean, I'm okay with them preparing for it behind the scenes, yeah.
100 pounds. He is
We
12
take
feet
over
high,
this average
and his
Costco
ears
to decorate for Halloween.
Many of our guests don't know that we repaint that pumpkin every year, and when you go to the park and you see people's reactions,
Because everyone spits on
that
it.
you're giving others,
People
it's
spit
like
on
a
it?
rocket. It's just, it's,
I don't know,
it's
probably.
very, very
I'd believe it.
Kids spit on everything.
Everyone spit
Yeah.
on the pumpkin for good
My name is
luck.
Antonio Beach. I'm a scenic painter here at the Disneyland Resort. My first time to Disneyland.
And you don't work at a
was
beach?
When my grandmother would take me to watch the electrical.
That looks like oh, some babies look like old men.
But I've actually wanted to paint
Okay.
decorate at Disneyland since I was 10 years old. And to do it 12 years later at the age of 22 is really phenomenal. It's kind of like a dream come true. So one of my annual things I get to work on every year is refurbish and repaint the Fab Five
Whoa!
pumpkins on the
What is
tours.
that?
That's pretty
I think
cool.
what's really
I've
cool
never
is
seen that before.
when guests first come into the Esplanade, the
pumpkin.
first thing they see is
Goofy?
the Fab
Pluto?
pumpkins that are on
It's
top
Pluto.
of the turnstile.
One of
Yeah.
the two.
It's really a rewarding feeling because it's like, wow, like
On
there's
top
my
of the
team's work
turnstiles.
right there. We're the first ones. Like, you know, it's kind of like a very big welcome.
It's kind of like fuck you to all the other teams who are in the park.
After months of preparation, Marcy and the team hand off the pumpkin and the rest of
I'm
the
just trying to figure out what I can
decorations
see in the
backstage
background
to
if
the
there's
resort
anything
enhancement.
fun.
Months?
They have one night to transform.
I remember when I
before
did the
sun comes up.
backstage tour,
You're
there
about
was
to
parts
witness
of that
what no
warehouse
guest
that
has
were
ever
like
seen before.
curtained off, and they're like,
The team
"You,
will start as
we
they
cannot
bring
let you back
guests leave
here."
the park.
Yeah.
Now,
Because
the
this
pressure
is like
on to
stuff
get
that hasn't
everything
been
complete
announced
before the
or
park opens
is
up
being
the
worked
next
on
morning.
now.
The remnants for the play pavilion back there.
All right, Halloween time crew. Clear. Let's get this
Didn't
installed.
didn't that just get canceled or something?
Yes, it did. And
Like,
by canceled,
was
I
there
mean
an article?
There were articles posted indicating that it was canceled, and then Disney throwing a fit saying no, which clearly just means that they're correct.
For tech services and
Oh.
entertainment at Disneyland. And
Oh, so a particular website posted a rumor, and then everyone had to respond.
How'd those train tracks?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Oh, so the usual.
Ironically, I think you can still buy the Play Pavilion poster on Shop Disney.
Oh wow.
Can you still buy the Mary Poppins one?
backwards the whole way.
Oh
Otherwise,
my
I
god.
can't
that
keep
one I'm
going.
not
We have
sure
to drive
about.
it really, really carefully.
Well, let me see if
because
it's still
there's
there.
A lot of
We
strange
drive it in
turns
reverse
that
the
we
whole
have to
way.
make. And we're turning down Main
Fun
Street.
fact:
Why?
that pumpkin is
Trying to
taller
come
than
pretty close
Apex
down the
Ego.
center of Main Street because the tracks sometimes get caught with the wheels on the skid.
Oh my
Gonna push
god.
it forward to get the wheel out of the track. There we go.
There's not an easier way.
Almost there.
Just get thicker wheels.
Seriously.
Yep, it's still there.
Or just
Holy
store
cow.
it in a
Really busy.
building close.
Scheduled to
It's
open
almost
in
as busy
2021.
as it is during the daytime. Safety is
I think that
incredibly
ship
important
has
at
sailed.
Disney. We work with a lot of heavy machinery, and that means that we have to be even
Fun
more
fact, that
Their
pumpkin
ship
is smaller
never
than
left
Apex
the
Ego.
port.
And you know what you're doing. You drive this thing like a beast.
Yeah. Be safe. I'm Brent Durna. I'm the technical director with Disney Parks Live Entertainment covering the Main Street Pumpkin Festival.
All right, slowly.
Is that what they call it? The Main
Teamwork
Street
is
Pumpkin
critical
Festival.
in this crucial part because of the low
Okay.
visibility from the forklift driver to the person who's actually bolting in Mickey. All the team have a series of hand signals they use.
I am reading off of a cue card.
And get
Yeah.
the job done.
All right, booming out.
Stop.
All right, split it in half and go both ways.
Stop. That is good. All right, let's get staged for the Great Pumpkin now, guys. Just follow me.
That's my plan.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Ben and Matthew.
Oh my gosh.
Good grief.
Alright, we're swaying towards me. Alright.
They came in like a wreck.
Alright, let's come on in.
I would pay so much to be able to see them like just smash that into a building at the end of the season.
Alright, we're gonna come down. Stop. Alright, now bolt.
And now we play a special performance from the Smashing Pumpkins.
Boo! And then we move in smaller pumpkins to hide our terrible scaffolding.
Yo, dog,
the great joke in the
pumpkins, so I put pumpkins under your pumpkins.
Halloween and what Halloween is.
There's a great joke in the movie Bowfinger with Steve Martin, where him and character on a. They're like, do you like games? I do. Do you like smashing things? Are you kidding? I love doing that.
After a long night full of hard work, the Main Street Pumpkin Festival
Sir
is
Wipe.
ready for guests.
Yeah.
Technically, I know what they meant, but technically that's what
It was a wipe with a star. I'll count it. I'm glad they put the subtitles on here. I wouldn't know
Be sure you
otherwise.
check out both sides of the big pumpkin. He smiles at you.
What's going on with her sleeve in that shot?
A boomerang video. Oh my god.
So I first got the job at Disney.
Oh, it's
The first thing
Disneyland.
I
That's why
told
we've
was
never
my
seen it.
grandma. She was in tears. Are we gonna have a good day at Disneyland?
Oh, yeah, we got our...
I hate Disney!
I got to paint some of them, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Son, all I
And
want to
so,
do is ride
I
Space
always
Mountain,
bring
and
her
you
to the
keep
park
showing me
for
the damn
holidays.
pumpkins.
This is the pumpkin that we got to paint. Isn't it cool?
The line's gonna be over an hour.
Do you want to take a picture?
Yeah.
I always tell cast members, you have to go to the park. Go there as a guest and look at everyone's reaction because they're reacting to your
Also, the fact that you get your
Ready?
ticket comped.
Yeah.
Bob Chapek's
Go to the
never
park.
done that, by
It's
the way.
free.
What a horrible photo.
The rest of Disneyland Resort gets its makeover.
Oh yeah, Ghost
That is a
Galaxy
pretty
was
good
a
The
thing.
transformation of the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. It is kind of cool.
Where to spot a
Yeah, it
Halloween
seemed
hidden
neat.
Mickey.
It's just not
Jack
done enough.
Skellington proud.
The problem with Space Mountain is there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
And also that the Florida park doesn't have the soundtrack.
Welcome back to
Everybody, I'm
Decorating
sorry, we don't have
Halloween
commercials for
Magic.
this one.
Next year will be the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland Resort. Back in the
Next week, we'll have a
1950s,
ton of
Walt
Halloween
Disney and the
commercials.
Imagineers came up with the idea of a massive mansion with 999 happy haunts. They worked on the details for years, plotting the ghostly graveyard.
They even
bride
built
in
the
attic,
building and
everyone's
didn't have the
favorite,
ride
the
even in
dinner
there
party
for
with
another
transparent
2
guests.
years or something.
Walt passed away without seeing its completion. After 15 years of planning,
What a
it's
great
finally
idea,
came
though,
life
to
in
build a
August of
facade.
1969.
Well, I love that we're talking about, you know,
And
this
leave
great
it there.
haunted house ride, and
Obsessed with
people
its
never
genius,
see it as in its usual, in its standard form for Halloween, because we put Jack Skellington in.
Yeah, I always thought that should start on November
Tim
1st.
Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, which in 2001 became the first large-scale addition to the Haunted Mansion, as the Disney Imagineers let Jack Skellington
The
take
only
over
one.
during the holidays.
The
I
only
was gonna say
large
that
scale.
that's like the
Exclusive to
first
Disneyland.
major like seasonal overhaul of an attraction Disney did in the U.S.
No, Country Bears.
Oh, you're right. The what was the summer
yeah.
vacation one?
Parks live entertainment, Haunted Mansion
Was it
Holiday.
summer or
There's
Christmas?
a Christmas one.
There was a Christmas one too. Yeah,
Christmas
but
was first, then
I think the summer one came for Tokyo.
It's Christmas.
oh, that was a Tokyo thing. Okay.
Because it was way more popular in
Right now
Tokyo.
we're in the Grand Hall. Sometimes
Tokyo
we
is
do it
2
all around.
theaters
The centerpiece
to
of
run.
the Grand
Holy
Hall
cow.
is
It's
always
two
the
identical
gingerbread house.
Country Bear theaters.
Over the last 18
Amazing.
seasons, the gingerbread house is new and different each year. One year it was Oogie, another year
I
it was
love
Jack.
that.
It's various different things, and it takes a different shape.
I love
and
the one
form
that's the
each year.
house, but it's a giant
The
mouse.
process starts at the bakery, where Carlos and his team begin the real magic.
Hey guys.
I'm always surprised they make these out of real
I'm
gingerbread.
Carlos Cicados, and I'm with
food and beverage.
It's the gimmick.
I'm a manager here at the Disneyland Resort. And I've been overseeing this Haunted Mansion gingerbread piece since the very beginning.
I remember watching a making of.
They also
where
make all of the popcorn buckets.
They built it so big that it like fell down and they couldn't like go fix it. So it was just demolished on the middle of that table.
Oh, I remember that.
I came out here. 2 weeks ended up going into a summer, into a year, and now, 33 years later, I'm still here playing with everybody's food.
They won't let me leave.
Over here at the Haunted Mansion, we thought, well, why not make the gingerbread house real? Plastered in there good.
And they said, "Who are you? Get out of my office."
To do the impossible. And that's pretty much what we do with this gingerbread house every year. It's been the same team since year one. And we kind of try to push gingerbread to the limit.
It's kind of spooky how nobody has left.
I'd say the most important ingredient in this
No additions, no
is
leaving. You're trapped there.
About 150 pounds of gingerbread.
We're trapped here by an ancient Disney curse.
Yeah, it really is a cult.
House to life. How do you like it? I love it. You love it? It's so beautiful. Beautiful, huh? Once this edible.
Why did he say beautiful? How do you like it? I don't know. It's not done yet.
Really began.
While the Haunted Mansion is being decorated on the outside,
That sounds like
Carlos,
anytime
the
I
head of Disneyland
present a
Resort
graphic.
and his team are busy on the inside.
Do you like it? It's not finished.
The Carlos scam. What the?
It's not an easy.
Watch the peak. You got a raceway coming up.
We got to take this 500-pound masterpiece from our central bakery, which is actually across the street from the Disneyland Resort. Get it over to the
They keep talking about how heavy everything is. Just make it in pieces and put it in the final place later.
Yeah.
Down a very special
I guess they can.
elevator, down into the ballroom basement area.
Watch the cobwebs.
Through a special door that only gingerbread houses get to go through.
Oh, wow.
We whirl around the organ and everything
What?
in that room. And then finally, lift this thing back up again onto the beautiful dining room table.
Careful, don't show the effect.
Okay, Gary's gonna put it where he thinks it needs to be, and then you let me know if that's okay.
This year's design actually takes you to a whole new level, literally.
Boom.
There's a giant cookie spider that comes on down, grabs
That's
a hold
neat.
of the house, and starts to pull it off its seams at the base. Look at what they've done, guys. Come on in. This is my favorite part. Now we get to finish the decorating of the house with all the royal icing and sticky licky treats we can find. Let's make Jack Skellington proud.
Sticky licky treats.
Add royal icing that acts like snow, and it really makes the colors pop. Everything just comes to life.
And it makes the ballroom stink after a day.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. It's like, how do they get this to not
thing
melt
is
or
up
anything?
till
Our chefs are classic.
this thing's up until January, folks.
Pretty. But today,
It is
it's about
stale
making
as hell
Jack
by the
Skellington.
time we're done.
Yeah.
That looks really cool. I love the dimension there. So Disneyland is filled with traditions for both our guests and our cast. One of my favorites is I bring my two girls to Disneyland every year for Halloween. My way of saying
We go on the worst ride. Mike and Sully to the rescue.
I do a little hidden Mickey. I've been doing it since year one, and dollars to donuts.
We've done nothing
Aldous
different
always
since
finds
year
it.
one.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
But she does. It's a great thing. It's what Disneyland was supposed to be. A place where Dad can bring his kids.
Is he gonna cry?
Choked up about it. Yeah.
No, it was a place where Walt
Aw.
Disney could bring his kids.
Yeah.
Take my job.
And only my kids.
Wow.
And they keep adjusting the prices so that if Walt Disney was alive today owning the company, he'd still be the only one able to
Maybe
afford
someday
going.
I'll be riding this thing. And I'll
No,
find
they do that to be. They do that in case Walt Disney's body's thawed out, and so they can have another heart attack and die again.
Right, right.
They're charging what to go in?
This holiday magic.
Oh, and we haven't even talked about Genie Plus. Genie what?
A lot of the characters from Nightmare Before Christmas are portrayed in this. For instance, Jack Skellington and Oogie Boogie. You'll see Zero in the distance at the end of the endless hallway. You'll see a bunch
Oh, that
of
one's so
mayonnaise and
cheap.
wreaths.
That one's great.
And then there's 3 disturbing ice angels with pumpkin heads. But
Disturbing?
The most fun, obviously, is seeing the gingerbread house when it all comes together.
That is really neat.
Done decorating.
And then
My
we had
lady
the
of
sound
Real
effects, the most
Oh my
important
God.
part of any haunted attraction.
Yes, perfect dinner for our ghosts.
And then we give Jack Skellington an attic grill.
To celebrate the work that we've done and the success of the gingerbread house.
Night
and the
before
rest of the
Halloween
installation.
reveal?
So Carlos, we have a
Wait,
special
what?
gift for you that we
Do they
want to
not
present
release
to
it the
you
week
for
before?
18 years of your service.
Oh no, I think it's the night before they reveal it to
The
everybody.
bakery have done a tremendous job, and they want to present this one fantastic.
Oh, that's his
piece of
anniversary
art
working.
just for you.
Oh, wow.
He sounds so middlingly whelmed.
This is awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is adequate, folks.
You can't eat it!
Well, today was a real special treat. I did not expect this at all. And for the team to go that extra effort and put this
They made
much
me
work
a
into a cake,
cake.
just for me is really nice.
The
I'm
bakery
a
team
cake
made me a
designer.
cake. Oh my gosh, how
Thank you
did they
for
ever do
everything they've
this?
done. This is amazing.
Oh, he's gonna cry again.
This is so nice. You know, we come to work every day and we're like family. We joke with each other, we tease with each other, we know each other's real home
We
families.
push each other down the
This is a real treat.
stairs.
So thank you again, everybody. This was very, very
We
nice.
sell each other's social security numbers on the dark web.
That was incredible. Wait till you see this.
No.
At Disneyland this
Okay.
year, Halloween turned Space Mountain into Ghost Galaxy.
We added one video
We changed the
screen on that.
projection. And that's it.
Yeah.
All the decoration and everything has to be perfect.
Plus, if you think
Isn't the star tunnel at the beginning
try
just
decorating
like
a fleet of
dark?
ghostly cruise ships in only 2 hours.
Just put it together. We got
I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Bat wipe.
Bat wipe again?
Magic Kingdom
Smoke
The
wipe.
bat wipe.
Walt Disney World.
It's kind of sort of. It's kind of sort of owned by Disney now.
There are amazing
That's what
Batman?
Batman uses to sanitize his hands.
The
with bat wipe.
'60s TV show.
Oh.
Adam West Batman is Disney now? I'm so excited. Please.
It was a Fox production. I don't quite know. I think the rights are now split up between
All that can happen.
Disney and
one
Warner
God,
Brothers.
does Disney own Digimon then? Because Fox Kids?
Oh.
Park cleared. Let's go.
I don't think so.
Florida's park clear.
Definitely not
I don't
anymore,
think
'cause
Fox
there's, like, new
actually
Dig-
owned that
Maybe
one.
what we'll do is just look at all these pumpkins through here.
That is true. I think they licensed it. Well, then it turned into 4 kids.
33 years. And now I'm the manager of Holiday Services.
And it's all my anniversary, and they won't let me leave.
Holiday Services is a department of decorators, and we support parks, resorts, and cruise lines decorating for fall and Christmas. Come back and get a closer view to the left-hand side of the street. So tonight, the
And
Get back
nothing
over here!
is installing the holiday decor.
Get over here!
We have a lot going on. We have teams hanging wreaths on lampposts, putting up garland on the facades.
Is that just an Overwatch reference?
No,
that was
that's
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, yeah. Which
Oh.
Roadhog stole that
I
line
thought it was like
from.
Roadhog. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, that's a Roadhog line.
Okay, this one's got power.
That's where he got it from.
Remember Overwatch? That's
Yeah, I
so
remember.
Yeah, we can still keep pulling it to the bar. But
He's one of the new guys. He's not good at his job.
This one looks good on my side. I've been with Walt Disney World for just about 2 years now. It's perfect.
I thought that was Ross Matthews from Drag
Walt
Race.
Disney World at the holidays. And that was the first time that I really thought there's people that get paid decorating Walt Disney World for the holidays. Those are two things that I love. So right now we're putting up the...
They're called decorators.
So we work twice a year.
Walk into Magic Kingdom. Right on the train station. And
The rest of the year we're at
So we want these
Epcot,
to
putting
be
up
extremely
signs.
precise and look picture perfect. This garland was remade this year, so it's 2 or 3 feet longer than it should be.
I'm very upset that they do not have
What?
somebody working on the
It's a really
garland who's
high-energy
named Judy.
experience. We're totally transforming a park in a
How do you
night
feel?
into something that is a really
Whoa! Whoa! Let's get the ghosts in here and boo you.
Gosh, the thing at the bottom is just obnoxious.
Well, it's 6:25 a.m., so we're just about to open the park. The bloggers have been lined up for hours.
This is just B-roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we ran out of A-roll and we needed to fill
Or
time.
B-roll.
No.
Halloween on the high seas cruises offers spectacular fun for everyone.
It's time to give it up for Mickey and
Can you go to the very front of the boat?
Like Mickey's
I don't know.
masquerade party with music, games, trick-or-treating. We got candy. And dressed in their best Halloween costumes.
You know what, kid?
Welcome
Enjoy it. Disney doesn't give out much for
And get
free.
in the mood with Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Sing and Scream movie, which
What?
includes a
What is
special appearance
this?
by two fan favorites, Jack and Sally.
Is that like a live-action
Plus,
version
an
or
adult
something?
costume contest, haunted stories of the sea on deck, and more eerie surprises.
What's haunted stories
It's
of the
completely
sea?
different from anything in the park. and
Maybe
the ship
we'll
has to
find
be
out. Who could
transformed
say?
in only 2 hours.
You know, it always seems like the entertainment on the boats are always better.
Ships can be
Yeah.
one of the most
Like how they did the live-action, like, Tangled stage show, the Toy Story one.
No, you're right. Like you're, with the exception of the Aladdin live show they used to have in California Adventure, that was very good.
Which, how is that better than the Toronto Broadway version that I saw?
Probably it's not.
No, it is, because I saw it.
Really?
So Aladdin on Broadway did their preview in Toronto first for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And they changed a bunch, and then they went to Broadway. So I saw the original cast, and it was good. But then but they had like so much stuff missing. Like the finale sucked.
Yeah.
And then you watch like the California one, and it's like they have like the giant snake and everything, and Jafar's transformation and all that. Like that never happened in the Broadway musical, and I don't know why. It cheaped out a lot.
Decorating is something that has been running in my family for a very long time. Yep, they both look very good. My grandparents owned a family-run interior design company that was all across the Chicagoland area.
It got bought out by Disney.
And then Disney bought it.
Big joke! Yay!
I'm the design king of Chicago.
Abe Froman, the design lead of Chicago.
Building the Halloween tree is not as easy as it looks.
Get your tree set up in here before I have to get snooty.
That we bring up has branches that come off and on.
Miracle.
It also has tree bark, which is like skin that goes around the tree.
I think just put it together. We gotta go.
And yet I am no tree. I am the Roman trumpeter.
A projection of 30.
But shoot for 11:15. That's gonna be the normal time. You know they're gonna be pushing us. So.
Yeah.
Number 24.
And then we use our pneumatic drills to scare guests.
Oh my god! No, we use the pneumatic drill on the bottom of the ladder to scare Cast.
Is this doing it for you?
Jane, get me off this crazy thing!
Guests are typically embarking in about 3 minutes time.
11:45.
Okay.
Oh my god, get that shit out of there.
Yeah.
They're probably lying. They're like, they say 3 minutes, but they probably filmed that like 40 minutes ago.
I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite times.
Okay.
It just means so much that I'm able to help guests make memories that they're going to have for a lifetime.
Oh, that's like the Haunted Mansion old man.
Yep.
I do not like Jack's live action Jack's London. He's scary. I know that's the point.
No, but that's not how it's. Yeah.
All the
I've never seen a
cupcakes.
ship like it. We have an amazing time.
You get to bring your own costumes too.
I can't tell if that was like the real Black Panther or an adult costume.
Adult costume.
I think an adult costume.
Back before we had the mouth
Damn.
movement tech.
Coming up, Cars Land at Disney California Adventure is getting into the Halloween spirit too.
That's not Cars, that's House.
Space Mountain.
I bet you
they
they'll
didn't
come
show
back.
them on
Like they were plugging Space Mountain.
Tim Burton had a huge influence on the Halloween transformation of Disney California Adventure Park. A lot of the decor is inspired by his films. You will also
Because he
visit
was good
Reindeer
at it.
Springs and meet the residents of
Yeah, but
which is home
how
of
much of that was
Lightning
Henry
McQueen,
Selick?
Mater, and Cruz.
Okay, fair.
For Halloween, these cars have completely taken over the decorating in their hometown.
You see the trailer for his new movie?
No, what?
Henry Selick and Jordan Peele wrote a stop-motion animated movie about a girl trying to banish two demons.
Oh, wow.
And they're voiced by Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key.
Oh
Because
my
of course
God.
they are.
That's great.
A 5-page handwritten letter telling me exactly what it
So yeah,
takes to be an
stop
American
motion.
hero.
I don't know if it's Leica though. It doesn't say it's
You
Leica.
can tell we have our big Cars funeral,
I'd
which
watch
is
that.
fun.
That actually
Of course,
seems
being
entertaining.
powered up.
So the buildings in
Leica,
Cars
Leica?
are alive.
It truly was amazing. Of course, I met my wife. We got married here at Disneyland. I've raised my kids here. My entire history is here at Disney. My family loves Halloween.
I made my children on the
mansion.
mansion.
First to design Disney California Adventure Halloween. We already knew what we were working with.
Hey,
We knew there
save
was a
that for grad
family-friendly,
night.
Fun, warm environment. We still wanted to maintain that, but we wanted to age it up just a bit. So in looking at it, even the colors, the purples and dark blues and the blacks felt very
You
different
know,
than
scary
Disneyland.
colors.
When we started this, we had 9 months from beginning, paper and pen, to design, to fabrication, to installation. And we worked
Calling
through
it
this every single day
Halloween
for
is
9
actually
months
really clever,
nonstop.
though.
Good stuff, huh, Charlie?
Yes.
Charlie Kowalski is an amazing art director who's been with Disney a long time.
You got to remember that this was built by cars for
Yeah,
cars.
Dave and
we're
Charlie,
just
I'll
guests
ship that.
traveling through. We've been with Walt Disney Imagineering.
Yeah,
for
yeah, that's a
30
ship.
years
Look
and
at them.
32 years.
35, actually.
You're old.
Yeah, well.
Yes.
Oh my God.
They are an old platonic couple.
And engineering combined.
We were fortunate in the early days when we were up at Walt Disney Imagineering. They would have design studio, and it really gave us a direction in terms of what we were doing for the Walt Disney stories and being true to them. And
Is that Photoshop? I think that's Photoshop.
And then executives came in and said, throw these characters into the parks. Make it work.
Yeah, Zumbi's cars. This is only the second year of this Halloween overlay. So if you think about Cars Land during Halloween, it's really about a festival, and the cars have all come out to decorate their own locations. Each car has their own unique interests, and so they draw that out into their decor. It's not about skeletons, and it's not about bats, and it's not about putting up corn husk garland. It's what happens in a world of cars. So the whole place now becomes Lizzie's Bayou Hut. Right. And Lizzie is our witch, and she's developed this kind of coolant that brings cars back to life. And that's why our zombie car every few minutes or so tries to come back.
He keeps trying to come alive. Oh.
That's
It's a
depressing.
little bit of a struggle.
Beautiful old car.
What a great experience.
Okay, I need to stop here for a minute. Why? Why do we have eyes? Why does Halloween
That's
make
still
the
a
building
building.
Door. Because the door. Look. Okay, so there's teeth on the doors.
Yeah.
And then the eyes are being brought to life by the giant spark things on the left and right of them.
Look, even
See the
cars
fr-
can
there's
be,
like,
can decorate obnoxiously for Halloween.
Okay, I'll accept obnoxious decorations. I'm trying to figure out how cars manage to animate buildings.
With the jumper cables. Did you see them on the windowsills?
Buildings have electricity normally.
Costumes and red fire they stitched together 70 bright blue wigs to complete his clown outfit. Did you guys know Spider Car was made using parts from
Spider-Car,
Mr. Toad's
Spider
Wonderland?
car,
Down
spider
the
car.
road, Jungle Jamboree also shifts gears, turning into Mater's Graveyard Jamboree with a whole layer of
Womp
Halloween-inspired music and decor. You'll notice a new spin on Luigi's Honkin' Halloween dance celebration for this time of year, too.
I almost thought she was going to say Luigi's Haunted Mansion.
You may think you know.
Oh,
the
right,
Guardians
we
of
can
the
actually
Galaxy
do
Mission Breakout,
Marvel things.
But wait till you see what happens there
Yeah.
when the sun goes down.
So all the heroes are defeated and Carnage is standing on the top.
Escaping the Hunter's fortress. But then one of my my favorites gets left behind. Are you kidding me? Hashtag save Groot.
I hate. Don't say hashtag aloud.
I agree.
Also, I'm disappointed they never updated that.
Hashtag stop it. Hashtag what happened to Space Mountain.
Yeah, what did happen? Where is Space Mountain? Spoilers, we got 10
They're
minutes
not
left
gonna
in
show
this.
it.
What?
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida has a few signature events you won't want to miss. Especially the Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular. There's thrilling new effects, lighting, and music on fan favorites.
Oh, here
the
it comes.
Tea Party, and join some rookie
Nope.
pirates in their search
I
for
was
Baby
wrong.
Powder Pete on Pirates of the
Baby Powder Pete!
Oh God, don't remind me.
Halloween Parade. Takes months to choreograph this parade to perfection. From creating the haunting
Well, what
floats
show
to
are
putting
you
together the
referring
best team
to?
of performers
Months?
play the colorful characters. There's an amazing team of talented cast members behind
I don't think I can legally say it.
We're gonna talk to everybody, make sure we're getting the right mindset for what's going to be happening here, right? Pacing.
It takes months to rehearse.
You gotta keep enough in
I'll
your
believe
tank
that.
to be consistent.
Whole Broadway shows rehearse in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Anderson. I am a show director.
Yeah,
with
but they
Disney
probably
Parks
have
Live
less
Entertainment.
well-trained
That's what we're
people
always trying to
here than they
is
do on
give our
Broadway.
guests moments of connection and thrill them and excite them. It's the hardest thing about doing this job.
Thrill them,
I
excite
remember
them,
well.
possibly
I
arouse
started
them.
out
I
at
don't
Walt
know.
Disney World as a
Oh.
performer. I was here for about 3 months, and then I was asked to be the dance captain of my group. There was always something to challenge
Nice.
me. And so why wouldn't you stick with it? My kid is a performer. My husband is an artistic director. So it's who we are. All right, let's do some work. 1 and lean. 5 and 6, 7, 8. Right now, we are rehearsing the Gravediggers, who are part of the Haunted Mansion
they're like
unit
at-
of Mickey's Voodoo Halloween Parade.
They're like on the ground that they would be
Mickey's
using.
Voodoo Halloween
Yeah.
Parade is Mickey and his friends from all over the Magic Kingdom.
They're just like right behind a backstage door.
Own unique way. There you go.
Well, we do have a slight issue this year. There was a typo on the sign, so it's Mickey's Bow to You Parade. We're just be doing a lot of bow
One of the most
buns.
exciting things about their routines is the fact that they have these shovels in their
That would
hands.
actually be kind of a cute thing for like one of the restaurants in Japan or something to be doing.
And there were sparks.
Bow
And I
to
thought,
you.
That's interesting.
And it ruined the pavement ever since.
It sure did. Didn't they stop doing that at some point because it was ruining the pavement too bad?
I just want the deadly dragon to scoop, scoop, scoop. And it was something that just grew and grew. And we've gone through a lot of
Oh,
look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta control
Right, the
all of
shovels.
this.
Tara is the mama
Just
bear.
look at how much
She
sweat
shares
they're
that
oh
just
my
not only as
gosh.
our characters, but also as us as individuals.
So just make sure that when you're doing this, you
Yes, we're all individuals.
But we're all in this together.
Tara suggests that we give our shovels names, and
I'm
she
not.
tries to keep it to some kind of flower name because we are digging up weeds. And this year, my shovel is named Tulip.
Up, down, up,
Okay
down.
then.
Okay.
Harder than it looks. It's a legitimate shovel that we are wielding. So
This
we're doing
is
all
a
these
cult.
twists and turns with it, and we're
It's like a
across the
legit
ground.
shovel,
It's very,
you
very, very
guys.
physical.
9, 10, 11. Yes! Bravo, gentlemen. Very nice. I think that's going to work. Once we've gone around the building and built up our endurance, kind of the last step is cosmetology. And that's what really helps the cast bring the characters to life.
Cosmetology?
So contouring your faces.
Hashtag
you're
not
gonna
using
follow your
hashtags
cheekbone
correctly.
and go right underneath it. You're gonna create more of a dirty look as someone who has been digging for days. After this, you're going to move on to your age lines. You're gonna create wrinkles.
The makeup helps you get into character because we're not.
Wait,
old
we're
men.
going to create
So,
wrinkles?
to
Don't
paint
you
your
have a
face
makeup
to
department
look
to do
older,
this?
That's what I was thinking. It's like, why are they doing this themselves?
And it just makes you really, really feel the part more.
And then
I know some Broadway people also do their own makeup.
So guys, think of this.
I mean, I
Just
could
cheaper
see
and faster.
if you wanted to do that, it would make
Getting
sense, but
crusted on your lips, right? You've been digging so long.
and now you have your finished makeup look.
You guys ready? Please go grab your kit and start working. It's really important.
And grab your multicolored neon hair pieces.
So we give them this makeup with a guideline as to how to apply it, but we allow them the freedom to make it their own. Good job.
It really saves us money from having to hire makeup artists.
Daring diva to fulfill her family legacy after the break.
Family legacy.
Welcome back to Decorating Disney Halloween Magic. Led by the Headless Horseman, Mickey's Boo-to-You Parade is a haunting celebration brought to life by nearly 200 cast members, including performers, float drivers, costume designers, and last but not least, our favorite Disney characters. In this parade, being
No makeup artist. Everyone does their own makeup.
Yeah.
for miles during the Halloween season.
All the makeup artists in Orlando were hired by Universal.
And you'll get a sense of the Sugar Rush girls, crazy characters straight out of the Wreck-It Ralph movie. One lucky
Gosh,
lady
it
in
looks
each
so
performance
bad.
takes
Can
the
we-
lead as the dancing
How
demon.
many
better
of them
than
can
Hulk.
you name?
Created for this parade filled with candy-themed dancers.
When I worked at Disney Store, we had plushies of every single character from
Yeah.
Sugar Rush, and they all had unique smells as well, the plush.
That sounds right, yeah.
So I needed to remember all the character names and what each of their smells were.
Oh, wow.
I cannot remember them now. I had to remember a lot of stuff when I worked at Disney Store.
She could twirl like that, and I was like, I can work with that. I'm real happy with that.
The role of Sugar Rush Diva is inspired by Taffeta Mutton Fudge, and she's from the movie Wreck-It Ralph.
Nice.
Baton twirling has been in my family for a very long time. My great-grandma, my grandma, and my mom were all baton twirlers, as well as my two aunts and my sister. And I'm just
My
trying to
great-grandmother
carry along
was
that
the first
tradition.
baton
I do twirl
twirler.
in front of
Before
the
that,
other
people
Sugar Rush
just held their
racers, and
batons
so
straight.
I get to toss the baton up really high and just try and
Hey, you know how in
keep
Wreck-It
it
Ralph,
to life
if the
as much
machine
as
gets
possible.
unplugged, it's basically like getting killed, and if you're not outside the machine, you're just like dead? What happens if the power just goes out because of like a blackout?
Suspended animation, I guess?
Performers in the parade that year. It was my first
Yeah,
year
because then the
as
power
Sugar Rush
comes back
Diva,
on, and you're
and
like,
he was in
you're just
the
alive
Haunted
again.
Mansion unit.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody would even notice that it happened. You might just continue as if there was a time skip.
Okay, here we go.
I'm extremely proud to be a part of this parade. I grew up coming to the parks as a kid. You watch the parade, and it's something so near and dear to my heart.
Awesome! Very nice.
I want to see the one where she hit the ceiling with the baton.
Good job.
'Cause we know that happened.
Weeks and weeks
It
of
just gets
Kevin,
stuck
the
up
light.
there.
floating cast members. After this. Opening
We
night
have
of
3
Mickey's
minutes to
Boo-to-You
get the
Parade.
ladder in there to pull out the baton.
This is it. This is the night where all the hard work pays off, right? All the twirling.
There's only
Don't
these two
fuck
dance
up!
squads in the whole parade?
This is when it
Okay.
pays off. You've worked so hard. I am so proud of every single one of you. Go out there and have a great
Except for you right in the front. We're not proud of you.
Patricia! Be a little more careful with that baton, honey.
This is the time when all of that work has to come together.
She looks like,
Here it comes.
what's her name
Choreography,
from
rehearsals,
Carol Burnett show?
blocking, putting on your costume, putting on your makeup, bringing your character
Vicki
to life.
Lawrence?
This is it.
I think, yeah.
Vicki Lawrence, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Haha, you don't
I
actually
never-
get to see this unless you pay extra.
Minnie,
Right.
and all their friends
We needed to
have
say
come
that here so that
together
you wouldn't
at
show
this
up and just be
crucial
upset
time
when you
of
didn't
year
get to see it.
say boo to you as they
I don't get why they don't make a
proudly
big deal out of the
not so
Headless
scary
Horseman. It's just a guy walking. Is it because there's a real horse and they don't want to scare the horse?
So, what happened, if I'm not mistaken, was the Headless Horseman used to be running down the street a lot faster and a lot harder than he does now. But due to
But there's no like
safety
music or
concerns.
flair to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
but like
so it is
it is a
horse.
real horse running down a real street with someone with low visibility and no one around him, and it is real easy for some little kid to end up in the middle of the road and
It's
almost
really
get
exciting
run
to
over.
finally go out there and celebrate Halloween and show them what we got.
Wasn't there some kind of thing where like a horse went crazy on Main Street?
That was Merida's horse during one of the parades.
Yes.
Yeah. Where
And
it
it,
got
like, almost
spooked by
knocked it off.
something. Yeah. No one got hurt in that, if I remember right.
I re-
but the handlers took care of
I
it
remember
very
because
well.
I had to Photoshop
Boo-to-You Parade, my mom, grandma,
Luke's
and my
snow
fiancé were
speeder
there watching
wrapping
me perform.
cables around it.
The thousands of people that watch me perform. I think I get the most nervous when my mom and my grandma come
Oh,
and
that
watch
was
me
silly.
because they share the same passion for baton twirling, and so I just want to make them proud.
S-U-G-A-R, ripping through your racing cars,
A
sugar
lot of
rush.
things are going through your head when you're going.
Boy,
to
I
the
love
parade.
that
You're
song.
thinking about how excited you are. You're thinking about all of those amazing guests that you're passing, and I hope I give them
You're
a good
thinking
show.
about all the cupcakes they're gonna sell.
Yeah.
We're gonna sell so many flippin' cupcakes!
The pins will flow.
What the? What? Oh my god, was that a Clarabelle?
Absolutely fantastic.
Clara
I'm
Clark.
so proud of the cast. I think the guests liked it, so yay! I think
You think?
We didn't screw it up!
is that guests are so
Wait, we
Oh,
never,
here's how we do Space Mountain. We change the projection and the audio. There, over.
they never did it, did they? Holy cow!
They did, remember? They said, Space Mountain gets Ghost Galaxy. That was it.
Oh my gosh.
Walt Disney World Resort.
But they teased it for 2 different commercial breaks.
Yup.
There are a million ways to celebrate Halloween Disney style. Thanks for watching and have a happy Halloween.
See, I wish they could have fireworks that did that.
And then we get 1 week to decorate for Christmas.
What? It was a breakdancing alien.
Okay.
I guess those just exist.
Sure.
Well, what did we learn from that? That Ghost Galaxy doesn't matter?
Apparently. Like, at all.
Nope.
I'm
not
assuming
in
they,
the
like,
least.
started
And
editing
you
it,
get 2
and
hours
they're
to
like,
decorate the cruise ship.
Apparently.
If you don't, Halloween
Only
Halloween
2.
is ruined.
Yeah, I'm assuming they literally, like, dock, and then another group of people are coming on in, like, 20 minutes or something, and that's all the time they have. Because there's, like, no breaks.
That,
like,
yeah.
these boats just... I don't know how long it takes for a boat to refuel.
I mean, I'm sure you just treat it like it's a like a hotel essentially. So like checkouts at 11, check-ins at 3. So they got 4 hours
it's
to
usually
flip the place.
a rolling checkout where you're put into a group where you leave at this, you disembark at a certain time. At least that's what I did when I did it, but I did Carnival, so
that would make sense.
They did that with the Star Wars hotel as well. Like, literally the day that people leave is the day that other people are coming in.
Oh yeah.
So I'm assuming that, like, the actors, they don't get a day off. They're literally on for, like, an entire, like,
well, you could trade out
6 to 9 days at a time.
Like, you could trade out, between guests. Like, you could be like, all right, I know we've got another set of people coming on in 2 hours, but I'm going to go home and have someone else come in. So you're not stuck for the whole thing.
Do you think that, like, the 3 days that people are on that Star Wars, or is it 4 days? It's 3?
I think it's 3.
In total?
Yeah.
It's 2 days.
The 3 that those...
Oh, it's just 2 days?
It's the day you arrive.
Oh, yeah.
Then there's one full day where you go to the park for, like, 3 hours.
And then the big finale, and then that next day.
The big finale is after, like, breakfast that next morning, right?
I thought it was the night.
Or is it that
Maybe.
night? Okay, it must be that night after the dinner, then.
I seem to remember it being...
I don't know. I can't afford to go there.
Right? Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, I'm never going to see that.
Do you think the actors stay there? Or do you think they go home and come back, like, 6 hours later?
That's a great question. Hey, Chad, does anybody
know what Anyone work on the Galactic Star Cruiser? That was an interesting video.
Can you hook a friend up?
We could always
just
do
give
that
us
thing
a
where we,
room.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Points or whatever.
Ride rehab. Nope, never mind. VHS experiences Galactic Star Cruiser. We just go on and riff the whole thing live.
The screen hole black hole.
Oh, I forgot to say this. So when we were in Edinburgh, in Scotland, we stayed at a hotel called Yotel, which is like a slightly more modern, supposedly higher tech hotel. where there were smaller rooms, but like the bed kind of like retracts up into the wall a bit to become a couch, so it feels like there's more room to the hotel. But because the hotel was kind of like H-shaped, our room would have looked out into just like an alley, so our room had no windows. And I was like, the only light that we had in the morning came from like when we turned the TV on. Otherwise, it was pitch black in the room. So I'm like, must be what it's like to be at the Star Wars hotel. No, there was like a light around the TV, like one of those hue lights, where you could change the colors of it. But other than that, like, there was the hue light, which turned up full white, lit the room, and then a light for the bathroom. And that's pretty much it. There was no other lights in the room. So yeah, it really felt enclosed, and I'm like, this must be what that Star Wars hotel feels like. Where it's not a real window to look out. Like, it must feel insanely cramped and claustrophobic without like natural light coming in.
Yeah, like you're not getting your vitamin D off that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird feeling to stay in that hotel. Anyways, what do you like about this special?
It's over. Like that's the best part of it, is that there is no more, in my head at least.
I mean, it's not a bad special. I mean, it is. I mean, it's not bad. It felt kind of bland to me.
Yeah. There was
like,
nothing.
It's great if you want to know how they decorate, but if you like want to feel that excitement, I think Halloween Horror Nights did it better.
That's the problem with most of the stuff Disney produces, is that it's always very like clean cut, and it's like, okay, sit down and read off these. I'm here standing in front of a pumpkin. Wow, you guys! Hashtag Disneyfied or whatever. I don't like. Yeah, that's what it always seems like.
I've painted this pumpkin for 35 years, and it's become a part of my tradition. Cry quietly.
Dennis, no. Made you a cake. Wow. Cry again. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you. It's, everything about Disney has to be this very corporified, like, this is their image they're putting out. We can't have a Disney backstage special where people say their true feelings. If you ever take, like, the underground or, like, the backstage tours.
It's like, they're showing you the technique, but, like, they're not showing you how people experience it.
Yes. Yeah, that's an interesting point to it.
You got to put the vibes in with the facts.
Otherwise, I don't have context for why I care. You're right.
Did that crime guy give anyone else bodies or buried in the basement vibe? Jesus, my God. Okay, then.
I mean, maybe more like stealing office supplies, but no, I don't think I got it.
Yeah.
You guys,
there was that one guy.
So many of those. But the thing is, he only steals the stuff that you give away for free. He's got like an entire crate of happy birthday buttons.
There was the guy at the beginning of the Universal one who, like, he's like, my name is Bill, and I like making mazes. Like, he looked like sad, or just like the lights were too bright, so his eyes were like all glossy. He's like, I make mazes for Universal. I feel bad making fun of it, because that's just somehow what people look like in interviews sometimes.
Yeah, but like, if you're putting someone on camera, like, you need to find somebody that is like both knows what they're talking about and can like play to camera a little better. Like,
yes.
Stealing office supplies.
Like, I'm sure this is why so many of the Imagineers that we like know, like Joe Rohde and stuff, like that, like they are people we actually know, is because they're good in front of camera. Like, Disney's known that Joe Rohde was good in front of camera ever since he was almost Streamfinder that one time.
He's Alexander Graham Bell.
I'm sorry, what?
He's Mr. Telephone.
What does that
American
mean?
Adventure, Joe Rohde is the voice of Alexander Graham Bell in the American Adventure.
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it.
Wow.
I still have never seen it.
Yeah, you're not missing out.
Well, then I know what we're doing for the 4th of July next year.
Yes! Right
No!
here. We should definitely. Yes.
No! I'll make my own Canada film then, and I'll make you guys watch it.
Okay.
I'll just use stock footage. I could use stock
We watched
footage
The Littlest
and make a better
Hobo.
Canada
We
movie.
watched the damn Sky Dome opening. We have done our bit for Canada.
That Sky Dome was so good, though. I still every now and then just chuckle at the thought of holding the umbrella over the singer.
Let the
You
people
guys don't
in!
realize that in my house, Open Up the Dome has become an earworm. Like, when we all completely lost our minds, someone will just start going, open up. Oh, celebration is about to begin. Open up the dome and let the people come in.
Oh,
My
man.
lord, that was an experience.
If you folks
by the
out
way,
there
Hector-
haven't seen this, like go check it out. Screenholetv.com. We've got a link to our YouTube up there. We've got the replay on there. Like, go find it. Is so good.
Yes, we have to do all of our plugging. Go there. Go to the website. It's Subtober. It's not Subtober.
That was September. We missed that.
I did. I actually almost screenshotted the notification.
Oktoberfest.
Yes.
Subscribe, but in German.
grab your sausage hat or whatever it was. Who had it? Didn't somebody have a hot dog hat?
No, I have a turkey hat.
Okay, sorry. I thought somebody had a hat that was like a giant hot dog.
Turkey can
No, I
be
have
used
a
to make
turkey.
turkey sausages. It's a thing.
Mm.
That's what you
All
were
right,
thinking
well-
of, clearly.
We're going to take a break again. We're going to take a nice fake real commercial break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we will be figuring out what we're going to watch next. Will it be that alien documentary? Will Tom be back from work within the next 6 minutes? Let's find out. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
I didn't have the Hey everybody. We've been playing commercial audio during these bits that have been muted for all of you. I apologize for that. We're going to fix that right now. Thank you. Sorry for that.
Celebration again. Open up the door and let the people come.
Premiere of Hoofs of Love. 18 women living in a house competing for the love of one famous horse.
Oh my god, he was in that movie Hidalgo? He was the one that wasn't Viggo Mortensen.
Who's up for body shots?
But it's not just fun and games because all's fair in love and horse.
Most of these women are here to drink and be on TV. But for me, it's real. I'm falling in love with that horse.
Sorry, I am not here to make friends. I am here to f*** a horse.
And it's all part of one horse's crazy journey to find love in L.A.
I'm afraid there's only one saddle left. Will it go to Tamara or Nikki?
Oh my gosh, pick me, pick me, pick me.
Oh, let it be me.
Don't say nay.
That bitch better get off my horse.
It's time for an all-new season of Hoofs of Love. This horse is not just back, he's bareback.
Do you remember the days when water was water? I'm talking about real water, straight from the faucet. No bubbles, no fancy flavors or filtering, no exotic-sounding foreign names. Just a tall, cool glass of water straight from your kitchen sink. Well, thanks to the folks at Tap Water Beverages, those memories are as close as the bottled water aisle of your local supermarket. You see, the tap water bottling process captures all of the lead, bacteria, mercury, and traces of actual raw sewage that gives tap water that distinctive flavor you remember from your childhood. And yes, they even remembered the fluoride. Tap water. Taste the memory.
Mountains, ice cold, sports teams, this is Glug Light.
Glug Light is a beer that you can buy and that you can also drink.
Grilling meat with hot chicks, cargo shorts, this is Glug Light.
It's made with only the right beer ingredients, so it tastes like beer every time.
Let's shoot a moose, cage fights, that one game where you throw beanbags.
It comes in cans that you tilt to pour the beer right into your mouth.
Starting wars, urinals, hugging dudes, scratch your balls, watching porn, drinking beer, other stuff that guys do.
Glug Light beer.
Glug Light.
Uber Nostrum.
It's delicious.
Uber Nostrum tastes just like candy.
I mean, it's tasty. I enjoy the freedom of Uber Nostrum.
It takes the pain away.
Uber Nostrum.
Uber Nostrum makes me feel fresh.
Uber Nostrum improved my golf game.
I made $20,000.
I never knew love, and then I tried Uber Nostrum.
Uber Nostrum.
I haven't cried in weeks, I think.
You should take Uber Nostrum, just in case.
There's no downside.
It looks great. I look great.
I feel great now.
I feel good.
Good.
Goodness.
Savory goodness.
Uber Nostrum.
This is going to sound strange, but I feel like more like a woman.
I feel more like a woman.
Uber Nostrum changes lives.
Thank you, Uber Nostrum.
Thank God for
Uber Nostrum.
Du musst mehr gut gefühlen. Mit
Uber Nostrum.
Hi, I'm John Taylor, and starting today, get a free suit at John Taylor's Suit Emporium.
Wow, how do I get a free suit?
Just buy 2 suits and get a free suit upon purchase of your 3rd suit.
So I buy 3 suits and I get 1 free?
Yes, purchase that 3rd suit, and one of your previously purchased suits becomes free.
So I buy 2 suits, purchase 1 more suit, and then my first suit is free?
No, the 3rd suit is free, and the first 2 suits are full price, but buy 1 more suit and it's free.
But I'm paying for 3 suits.
And come in between 2 and 4 and get 50% off a 4th suit once you purchase your 5th and 7th suits, 2 of which are free.
So I buy 7 suits?
No, you pay for the 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 7th suits.
And the 4th is half off?
Only after the 6th suit, which can't be the same as the 1st or 3rd and must be of equal or lesser value to your 9th suit.
So I come in at $245, buy 2 suits and get a 3rd free after taking half off a 4th. Once I've selected a 5th and 6th, which can't match my 1st and 3rd, none of which can be more than my 9th suit?
Exactly. That's why we call it the purchase 2 plus a 4th half off, 5th, 7th, select a 6th. That's a 3rd less than the 9th free suit extravaganza. Start saving today!
Welcome back to our apology video.
Chat, I'm sorry
Which-
about the audio during the commercials. It's entirely my fault that you haven't been hearing those hilarious bits that we've been laughing to this entire time while we were muted. I am so sorry
might have
that
heard
we were
us
not
laughing.
sharing that joy with you.
Which one of the Try Guys am I?
Oh no! You just said it. Well, you're the one that's still here.
Oh, okay.
I saw this great video on Twitter where somebody was like, I thought it was a real emotional video, and she's like, I opened up my DMs to people to visit the set of a new show I was watching and that I was working on, and it all just went so badly. Just these people came in and they absolutely like messed up the place, and like I have to take care of that now. Like, this one kid drank out of the chocolate river when I said it was off limits, and this other kid brought his grandpa, and they just floated up to the ceiling, and that had to be cleaned. I feel like it's all my fault. There's this boy who shrunk down real small, and we tried to put him back, but he's so tall, and then he doesn't look like him anymore. It was so well done. Like, the entire first 30 seconds felt real. And even after she said Chocolate River, I'm like, I wonder what show she's working on where there's a chocolate river. Like, even after that, or I should have known that it was a Willy Wonka joke, I didn't until she mentioned the fizzy lifting drinks. It was great. If you enjoyed those commercial breaks, by the way, they are from You Don't Know Jack, the trivia game that Jackbox, back in the day when it was Jellyvision and it was a computer game made in Flash.
Oh my gosh,
which was amazing times. I think those were the ones from You Don't Know Jack the Ride, which is oddly enough the darkest of their trivia games.
It's shockingly dark, but yeah, half of those clips are from You Don't Hear Jack 1, which was mainly stuff off of the ride, and then there were also some from You Don't Hear Jack 2, which is mainly stuff from the the one from Party Pack 1. I think that was 2017, 2018. But
I think that was way earlier than that.
Was it way earlier than that?
Party Pack came out 2015, 2016.
I've got it in my library.
Because there's 9 of them now.
On
There's been
stream
one
here,
every year.
We'll play Jackbox games every now and then. I'm perfectly happy to do all. They just had a new one come out. I think in the past week.
Yep. Every October they release a new one. Honestly,
sweet.
I love the fake commercials though. I don't even know what's on the new one. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to do that on stream at some point in time. Follow us on Twitch to find out when we go live, and play along with us when we eventually do that.
Party Pack 9 has Fibbage 4. Quick Sort, which is a trivia sorting factory. Work with your team to sort falling answers into the proper order before they hit the floor. Okay. So it's like Fastest Finger. Junktopia. A strange wizard has turned you into a frog. Create backstories for objects and then get them appraised. The one with the most valuable items becomes human again. Nonsensory. Professor Nanners is here to test your ninja sex party. Nonsensory perception. In a drawing, writing, and guessing game. How close can you get? How close can you get to the player's from? Rumorang. Channel your inner reality TV star in an attempt to come out on top. Respond to prompts, bring the competition, and a role play to avoid being voted out. So I realized that I could just host game shows here. So something I would love for us to do is to do Would I Lie to You? We literally just need Tom and then somebody else. Maybe Arlo or Emma or Ashley, somebody else who just wants to pop in and play a game with us. Or maybe another Twitch friend of ours. Because I'd be happy to host that. I know how to run it. I just need to get some information from you, and then we all pick one day to just play the game. But, yeah. I would love to be able to do that. No, it said NSP, which stood for Non-Sensory Perception. But I know that short form as Ninja Sex Party. Yeah. Anyways, welcome back. We're gonna watch.
Welcome back to
something
from this
short.
to the Screen Hole staff meeting.
Yeah, apparently. Oh.
First thing, you need to read the website.
Oh my god.
Nobody will get that joke. We're gonna delete all your videos, but only Tyler's videos. Nobody tell him.
Oh. Geez.
Anyways, so today we're gonna be watching. We're now gonna watch something costume related.
Well,
As
before
you know,
we
we've
move on
watched
to
a
that,
lot of-
I've.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
no, we never asked you about what you thought of the last one.
Okay, maybe we went a little too far away from the scary stuff. This one seemed more like an orange-colored Christmas special.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, we did have gingerbread houses.
Right?
Hope he's not talking about me. Oh, okay, bye, Tips. It really was like a Christmas decorating how-to.
Well, these
Like-
specials they started with Christmas. They did like 2 Christmas specials. Then they did a Halloween one.
I still want to hear more about Ninja Sex Party. Just look them up. They're a band.
Yeah, look them up. Like it's a comedy music group. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Look up the song "I Don't Know What We're Talking About." It's my favorite one.
Danny, don't you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How do you? Sorry, no, that is the best. Anyways, we're gonna want to watch a character training video. For those of you who don't know, Disney used to have VHS tapes that they would play for people who would be playing characters at Disneyland, usually in a mascot suit. We watched the ones for Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh, the Brer characters from Splash Mountain, the Brer House. What else?
Coming soon
what
to
else
Disney
did we
Plus.
watch?
No.
Rare in
I
the
think
Big
we-
Splash House.
How has no one? Oh, that's so good.
Have you guys seen that one blooper from Bear in the Big Blue House where they're like, 2 characters look into a computer, they're like, boy, that was a bunch of shit. Yeah, you want to fuck around and do something else? Just completely the character.
It is so much fun to watch bloopers of puppeteers for children's shows because once they know the take is ruined, they just go.
The best bloopers are from Adventures in Wonderland. We watched the Christmas special of Adventures in Wonderland a long time ago, which was a children's educational program, but those are some of the funniest bloopers. One of them is just like they're practicing the green screening for the Cheshire Cat puppet, and he's like, David, come touch me. I'm not wearing anything. Come on, touch my body. You know you want to. Oh, please, David, touch me. Just go in it for it. It's some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. One of them, like the person who played the Red Queen, was just like holding a fake chicken. She's like, "Yeah, I'm choking the chicken," and everyone starts laughing. And she's like, "Why? What does that mean? What does that mean?" And she's just still like squeezing the neck of this like rubber chicken. What's that mean? Anyways, character training. This one is
Welcome back to our sexual harassment seminar.
Apparently.
Listen,
we're doing our annual training live on air.
No one's leaving. We're gonna watch the one for Robin Hood and Friends. So let's go check that out.
Let the foreigners commence.
I think I should make it clear that like these were only meant to be shown to Disney employees, but somebody digitized them and uploaded them onto YouTube. So you want to be a balloon or a castle?
The Disneyland Walt Disney World Entertainment Division presents this character training tape.
That tail has so
that
much
you
lift.
who are portraying the characters of Robin Hood,
I want to
Little John, or
revoice
Prince
this and make
John
it scary.
will better understand the problems
Like
you
add
might
something
encounter.
extra creepy.
It's
Like
also
remember to
offered
take care of the
acquaint
costume,
you
or it will
with the
kill you.
personality of the character. And the possibilities
Do not wear the
for
costume for more than
animation.
30 minutes at a time.
And
Longer
movement
than
within
that
the limits
exposure
of the
has not been
costume.
researched in humans, and
Of
your
course, the
safety
best
is
way to
not
get to know
guaranteed.
these Disney characters is to see them in their natural
You've never been to a
surroundings.
furry con. People passed out at them just because they refused to get out of their suits.
Well, even though Prince John offered a huge reward for
Come on, everybody, it's the hamster dance.
that elusive rogue kept right on
Howdy,
robbing the
folks,
rich
and
to
welcome
feed
to the
poor.
Country Jamboree.
In the castle of
What?
Prince John,
Was this in
Robin
the
Hood
movie?
is wanted as an outlaw. But to the people of Nottingham, he is a great hero.
Probably.
Robin Hood
Notting
is
Hill.
an unbeatable archer and a terrific athlete.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty okay.
Everybody loves the Robin Hood. Some folks say he's a terrific athlete.
And clever. Robin Hood.
No one
is
here watched
impossible to
Homestar
capture.
Runner?
He is a constant
Oh,
inspiration
not
to
me.
his band of
Not
merrymen in
recently,
Sherwood
no.
Forest, especially to his best friend, Little John.
Oh god, it really does look like
Sheriff will
Mick
probably have a
Wild.
rope around our necks.
Blue?
He's choking the bear.
Little John is a good-natured, rough-and-tumble brown bear who loves to play jokes on Prince John. Little John is extremely agile for his size and has saved Robin Hood's life many times in their adventures. Little John is
Where's the head of that suit? In the neck?
Yeah, it's in the neck.
But
there you can't even see out of that.
Stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
It does make him look super.
Little John and Baloo should never be seen in the same place.
John likes to think of himself as a regal, dignified, noble, and chivalrous king.
He loves playing soccer with live-action
this
humans.
Skinny lion is vain, insecure, cowardly, greedy, and a real crybaby.
Push him in the moat when you see him.
Prince John will run off by himself.
It does sound like Bill Hartman, yes.
PJ, as he likes to be called, is certainly a perfect target for the clever team of Robin
What
Hood
is that?
and
Like,
Little
what is
John.
that a thing babies do?
I think so, yeah.
Ah, the music's
When you're
scary!
playing a Disney character in the park, at
Or at
special
home.
event, in a department store,
What?
or out on the road,
You
should try to
Meanwhile,
locate a
Tommy
clean,
Toon starts
fairly
dancing
spacious
behind
area
them.
to
Yeah.
dress. Be sure to set your costume
All
on
right,
a
yep, this is
chair.
where the magic is
disembodied head.
broken, folks.
Hang it up.
Wait, that was it? What
As
the
you go
hell?
out to greet
Why
your
did they cut the
audience,
humans?
Remember that the voices
Wait.
of Robin Hood, Prince John, and Little John are easily recognized, and the children are not fooled by
Do
imitation.
not try and
So
do them.
While you're in costume, the first rule is that you do not talk. Always keep
Apparently
the
it's-
safety of the children in mind.
Parents have been telling children,
If
well,
you find yourself in a
they're a
store
cartoon,
situation, it's wise to move
but
through large
here they're
aisles
real,
and
so
stop
they
in
can only
cleared
talk in the
areas
cartoon
so the
or
children
something.
can surround you with
Huh.
a minimum of pushing and crowding.
I mean,
It's best to avoid smaller aisles, particularly those areas where fragile or breakable items are on display. All of the costume heads will
Okay,
impair your
but
vision,
we're gonna
and
show 'em
a
here
quick
just for
turn
the hell of
could
it.
cause an accident.
They always
Yeah.
show this
It's
example.
also wise
This
to
exact
But they
leave
said
one
earlier
slide
you might be
alone.
playing the character in a
Cameras.
department store.
yep.
Don't steal cameras. Don't steal purses.
Shopping bags
Don't
are too
steal
easily
people's
dropped and
shit.
broken. Should there be a mishap, leave the area and inform your supervisor
Do, do, do,
immediately.
do, do, do.
Stop!
For your
Don't
work-
touch!
God,
Leave
don't
the area!
touch.
Call an adult!
Children are sometimes hard to understand and may give you an extra affectionate pat on the back or even a playful punch.
Oh, don't touch! No,
Patience
stop touching
is
that
the key
girl!
word in being a Disney character. Most important to remember is that to the children, these characters are real. The fact that there is a person...
I will absorb you!
Even though the costumes are limiting in some respects, try to move as naturally as possible. Robin Hood, Prince John,
Especially
and
if
Little
you
John are full of
overheat.
energy and
Do
love
not
to
fall
dance
down on
and
the floor.
perform.
Yeah.
What? Ah! The music sounds scary again. What? Isn't this like Peter Pan music? Isn't this like Follow the
Robin
Leader?
Hood and Little John
Whoa!
all assaulting.
Yeah, that was good.
If the furries should approach you, don't be afraid to accept a little extra affection.
What is this song? The tune sounds familiar. Oh, it's the Rooster song from the beginning.
Oh, yeah. That is a very jazzed version of that.
It's just the hamster dancing.
Where are the cast members who watch them?
I'm
That's a
gonna
great
kill you.
question.
Normally they're standing like two feet away. They're basically security. Like they can't. They will have permission to take you down if you're trying to
become
attack.
that character.
Oh, yeah.
To bring the film stars of Robin Hood.
That's
and Prince
scary.
John to life,
That's so
to give them
scary.
Energy,
Push.
feeling.
Oh, I can't get off
and
the
courage.
bridge.
Couple your imagination.
Ooh, boy, the
I'm
tracking
gay.
on
I'm
it is
gay.
terrible.
And
You're
always
gay.
keep the safety of the children in mind. Remember, when you're in costume, the reputations of Prince John, Little John, and Robin Hood depend on you.
Yeah, they definitely cut out the suiting up and unsuiting from this.
Robin Hood stole my watch. That was the end card that we previously used. But Mickey was like holding it. Boy, we gotta give more things for Tubbs to do. Character attendants. Yeah, they're basically like ninjas. Like if anyone attacks that character, they will chop you to the ground immediately.
I mean, unless you're Aladdin, because I mean, we all know about the Aladdin exception. So,
yes, Aladdin's allowed to kill one person a year. I swear to God, I saw like Blog Mickey repost that because they thought it was real or something like that. Like it's an Onion article.
Fun.
I was reading through a website about like Breath of the Wild 2 is gonna have one unique feature, and it said like Link will directly address the player and like talk back to you if you're not playing the game correctly. And then I'm like, what? And then I realized that like the website is just like one of those like fake comedy news outlets, but for video games. I forget what it's called.
No,
it's
I've
called
seen
like
that a few
Game
times.
Wire or something.
Yeah,
but it just fooled me at first, and I could see how it works on other people if you're like completely dim-witted. Anyways,
satire. It's good.
Those commercials that we play are not real. I shouldn't make that clear to anybody.
If
there was no
if you had
philosophy
any question about that, how are you still here? How are you tolerating us making these jokes like this?
There is a video game, I forget what it was, but like a character's just like standing still cycle. Like what's it called? Idle states. The character's idle animation was to just literally like turn and look back at you. I think it was like Gex or something.
Gex. Mm-hmm.
I thought didn't, like Sonic did that at the point he just like stands
Yeah,
there
if you
tapping
stood
his
there for
foot.
too long, Sonic would like turn and look at you and tap his foot irately. Yeah.
I think Harry Potter, like the first Harry Potter game on like PS1, he would do that as well. He would just like turn and look at you. There's a musical platformer game called Billy Bust Up, which is it's going to be like kind of like Psychonauts platforming, fighting enemies, but there will be musical boss fights. I played it here once briefly. They have an idle state where the character will practice like balancing on a ball, but the more you let them idle state while you play the game, the better they will get at it, which is a really cute idea. Just one of those little cosmetic things that really makes it more livable. All those people have left to watch Disney food blog videos. What?
All the people who did not understand what parody and satire was.
Oh, right. I should do a fake food review. The cake, and it's made out of like eggs or something. You can't really taste the eggs because it's part of other food ingredients in the cake. Anyways, I don't know. There was a Taskmaster task. It was like, bring in the best thing within another thing. And somebody brought it in a turkey. And they're like, yeah, it's a turkey. And it's also, the whole thing is eggs. And they're like, what? And they're like, this is a cake. They're like, is that a cake that looks like a turkey? And they're like, yeah. So there's eggs in it. And they had to try and explain the joke. And it's good. It worked. I think they got 5 points. Anyways, we'll do Taskmaster here eventually.
Do we want to go into another one? Because I've got one more that we could do tonight if we want to.
We could do that one more thing, I think.
Yeah.
Are we all good?
Right.
Fire it up.
We have writing
Who's
magic
the president
with Figment
who
and
thumbs
Alice.
Was it Nixon?
I think. No. Nixon is this.
Who is two thumbs up like this?
Was that Bush Senior? I don't know.
I don't know.
One more. Okay, let's get to it. So if you don't know what these are, Disney produced a series of Epcot educational films, and a lot of them were Figment themed. So basically, this is a Figment TV show.
And they were to teach about like writing and language arts.
Yeah.
Yes, language, knowledge through language arts or something. There's a particular tagline to it. They almost always feature these live action kids talking to Figment in very low budget animation, but sometimes it's the same kids. Figment apparently has like a house where these children manifest into, and he can occasionally summon the actual Disney characters. We watched one where Peter Pan came to life and was like, "Oh, I don't know how to get back in my book," or whatever he said.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
There's also Figment is still voiced by Billy Barty, who is the original voice of Figment. He's like the Grand Wizard guy from what's it called? Willow. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was in the Tim.
Yeah.
Really? He was in UHF. Yeah. He was in Tim Conway's short-lived like detective comedy series, which was just like a farcical detective comedy where he's just like it's basically like Police Squad, but if it was film noir. And he was a bartender. That show is criminally underrated. Anyway, so yeah, in this one, they're apparently going to do it with Alice. No, that sounded weird.
Whoa!
Wrong educational film.
Whoa, boy!
they're going to learn. We need a smaller.
Brought to you by.
They're apparently going to learn about language with Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
There you go.
And we're going to have a lot of reused footage. So let's get to it.
Let's buckle up.
Oh yeah, we didn't even look at a bingo card.
Oh yeah, right.
No, we don't have it for regular videos though. We tend to do that with like just Disney park specials.
It's a lot harder to do it all over the place like this. 16.
Writing Magic with Fragment. Is the theme song on this one? Number 4. I think there's like 8 to 10 of them. Get out of here! Learning today! Educational Productions.
Oh yeah, give me that sweet Epcot animation. Oh, that's the good stuff. Papa Lights.
You saw it? Oh, they don't exist anymore. At MCMLXL. Drink your milk, children. Oh, I wanted him to drink that whole cup of milk.
Andy? Who are you?
What?
What happened to Alice?
I'm Alice.
Why, I'm Figment of the Imagination.
I took her.
A place called Fagonia. Alice made a wrong
Who are you and how did you get in here?
turn
I'm a
and
locksmith
ended
and
up
I'm a
the right
locksmith.
place. Now I need help getting her back. You know all
What? But
about
you made her
that,
disappear,
don't
Figment.
you? Yeah? Then come on.
Come into my book!
If a strange dragon invites you into his book, you probably should go see an adult.
Yes. Leave the area, tell an adult.
Where's
What's
the
that
dream
noise?
finder?
Did you just hear like do like a one-up sound effect?
Place I dreamed up, full of magic.
And slide.
That looks like a boy in a wig. I'm sorry.
You're here.
Well, obviously not in Wonderland, isn't she?
Right.
What am I? Am I real? What is life? What is my purpose?
She's never seen a slide before.
Trying
Pass
to find
butter.
my way out.
Oh my god.
I turn to the right, and suddenly I'm here.
Use that stage.
That's not a magical story, kid.
Have you any ideas on how I can get back? Well,
You probably want to talk to that Figment guy.
Wizard of Oz, a little girl named
Wouldn't you like to be
back
legally
home
distinct?
clicking her heels 3 times insane. There's no place like home. My
That's
goodness.
Disney doesn't own that. Actually, they do.
Well, alright, here I go.
But Wonderland's not your home, Alice.
Place like Wonderland.
Also, that book you were in was not your home.
Like Wonderland.
Oh my god, she thinks home is Wonderland! How
I'm
sad.
still here. Guess you need
This is your home now!
Don't talk to camera, kid.
Did he just talk to the camera?
Sure did.
Oh, thank you for the invitation, Figment. But I do
Isn't
so
it
miss
fun to
Wonderland.
be trapped in
And
my
think of how
house?
sad the children would be if they opened my book and I wasn't there. That's for sure.
You want to talk about sad children? Put them on my ride!
Thank you, Andy. But I really shouldn't be taking
There might have been
the
some
boat.
LSD in
And
that
my
milk.
name was Claire, made up all my adventures in
Well,
Wonderland.
knowing Alice in Wonderland, I'm involved.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, I've arrived.
Did you just say that Lewis Carroll made her? Like she knows she's a creation in a book?
Yeah, she is self-aware, which is one of the requisites for sentience.
I was kind of a terrifying thing to do.
Yeah. Have you ever read the book Fables? Or
I'm no
it was
longer on my own book.
the series, Vertigo series, Fables.
No, she said I'm no longer in my own book, and tell me about it.
Suddenly, a white rabbit with pink eyes.
Oh, here comes the reused footage. It's zooming in.
Yes,
there
we
go. There it is.
Hey!
I mean,
Remember
we got
the
reused
movie?
footage of Robin Hood and Little
He
John.
wore a waistcoat and a red jacket. That's how my adventure
I mean, the reused
started.
footage of Robin Hood and Little
I
John
saw
makes
the
sense.
white
If you've
rabbit
never
and I
seen,
just
like,
had
the
to know
animated
where he
movie
was
before,
going.
but you're playing the character,
So the
A,
white
terrible
rabbit knows how to
casting,
get to
B,
Wonderland?
you should get some context.
Well, yes.
Oh,
I suppose
she's-
he does. But how does that help us? It
She's
means
saying
that
that
if we could just talk to the white rabbit, we can ask him how to get you back there again.
Yeah, let's suck him out of the book as well, against his will.
We're gonna suck everybody out of the book, and then we'll just become the
Suck them all!
Are we going to have cheap rabbit animation, or are we going to have like they cut out the rabbit? This is gonna be even worse. They reuse the footage and then they do a cheap voiceover as if they're talking to the rabbit.
Oh, wait!
Here it comes. They're doing it.
Yes, 3 steps to follow.
Wait, please.
That doesn't sound like new dialogue, though.
He's gone.
That was just reused footage.
That was
God, he's
reused footage.
annoying.
It's Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Perhaps I better avoid them. I probably just want to take up my time with more nonsense stories.
Wow.
If you want to know what the rabbit said, you ought to speak to us.
You saw the white rabbit?
Yes, he said. "Follow
They're just like doing
3 steps
anime
to
dubbing.
Wonderland."
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing.
The 3 steps of writing a story.
Write a story.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
definitely
you're telling me I have to do stuff?
What's the first step?
Wonderland abridged.
Just brainstorm, that's the way to start.
Yeah.
Brainstorm
Wonderland the
with all
abridged
Oh my
series.
god, the feet animation.
That's Screenhold's next project.
Oh
Wonderland
my
the
gosh.
abridged
Ideas will
series.
come to you
The most
different
embarrassing
as
thing.
day and night.
Oh,
I guess it's time to find
they're really like pushing it to make that footage work.
Brainstorming is pretty magical.
Power!
Isn't there something in one of the
Your
rides?
favorite 80s Christopher Walken movie,
days
Brainstorm.
with the magical wizard.
What?
Yeah.
Wizard.
And a dragon.
They stole Mickey's hat.
Oh, I
That's
just
my
adore
dad.
Once Upon a Time stories. How about having a
Stop
king?
saying things, they'll come to life!
Evil
How about
back.
door to go back?
A castle. All in a faraway
This
land.
is how George R.R. Martin writes the Game of
Male
Thrones.
stripper!
Pickles? Pickles.
You said male stripper and pickles showed up on screen. I just need to point that
I've
out.
already done that. What's the next step? Maybe we should try to
surprise.
find a white rabbit again. The white rabbit! Look! There he
Goodness,
goes.
I'm late.
Now we'll never find out what goes into a story after brainstorming.
I talked to the rabbit. He told me what you need to do.
Oh, that's a terrible Mad Hatter voice.
That is awful.
Well, I can do a better Mad Hatter voice!
That at least
No, I
you're
think
committing to a
exactly
choice.
the same thing. You're committing to it, but I don't think you're doing
stopped
any
to write
better.
A story of some kind.
Whose voice is that?
Wait,
Or
that's Edwin.
Edwin.
Yeah,
Edwin has such a distinctive voice, though, so that it's almost impossible to imitate.
Who had the best Twilight Zone episode we just watched recently.
Time.
The one with the clock that has to be wound up, otherwise he thinks
Yes,
he'll die.
that's right. Yeah.
Faraway land, there was a kind king.
Disney rejected
named,
batteries. Dreamfinder goes around putting LSD in kids' milk in them.
Did we watch this already? I remember this boring thing about them writing a bad story.
We watched the Peter Pan one. I don't think we watched this one.
I think they're doing the exact thing then.
This
That's the
doesn't
thing.
feel familiar, so...
Is this what everyone
I mean, they all kind
did
of
where
blend
it's like,
together.
Yeah.
There's a problem. Let's write our way out.
Follow me.
Was that a
Reading
Hamilton
magic
reference?
with-
It felt like a Hamilton reference.
Coco.
No offense.
That's what it would be like now.
oh my god, she's in the armor, like in the Tim Burton one.
Oh my god!
This is
Oh,
Tim Burton
no.
to write the new one.
Oh my gosh.
I'll write the story down. Oh, yes. There was a kind king named Andrew.
What are they doing?
And an adventurous knight named Alice.
Here's what the lesson is right now. The lesson is write stories about yourself.
Hey, you know what's great is that... Oh no, it's Danny Kaye!
Oh, is it?
Bob is a wonderful.
No. That's Richard E. Grant.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That's what happens in all good stories.
I'm kidding.
Chewing
Is
his
it weird
ear as
makeup?
much.
Evil spell on the kingdom that made
As much as a silent character can, yeah.
We've got to kill this man we just manifested.
That's right, yeah.
But if I, the bravest knight,
Does he have a funny voice?
can find a
Vote
way
now.
to undo the evil spell, then Wizard Bob will get his magic back. Wizard Bob, Wizard Bob.
Bob?
And you can
Wizard
send
Bob.
Alice back to Wonderland, right, Wizard Bob?
Funny voice.
All I can think of is Bob from Twin Peaks. No?
I have not watched Twin Peaks. I should, though.
What does Bob sound like?
I'm not going to explain Bob.
I don't know if you can
I
explain
can't. Well, I can, but it's better to just be experienced.
Come, Your Majesty.
Chat, you know what I'm talking about?
Brainstorm a little more.
Great idea. That should put our story back on track.
I do hope we come out with something.
I just saw the boom mic.
Nice.
We'll never get back to Wonderland.
Tiny slide, wee!
Eat a magic pickle.
A magic pickle?
Well,
Figment, you shut the hell up.
every idea in a story.
Here's
Maybe we can go slay a dragon.
Slay a dragon.
Just eat the magic pickle and go back.
yeah, kill him.
Terribly
The kids
sorry.
like they start like creeping
Let's
towards
make the dragon in
Figment.
that
Let's
story
slay a
wise.
dragon.
So
Why?
wise, he knows how to undo
To be fair,
the
he is an
evil
imaginary
spell.
dragon.
This wise
So
dragon lives
Wait, this guy's just
far
chilling.
away.
yeah, they gave him life, and now he's just wandering.
Well, they really want us to think that this. What the hell?
More reused footage, but from
What
a
is that
different thing.
from?
Until finally we climb the tall,
I'm going to guess
tall
these are going to be
mountain
from
wise
more of the
dragon.
shorts. That's my guess.
Oh, wise dragon, sir. How can we break the evil spell? and
Oh,
give
this
the
looks
magic
original.
back to Wizard Bob?
That does.
Yeah, it's me.
Wow.
Oh,
Ah!
It's a dragon. Oh boy. It's Spyro, everyone.
Wizard
That's
turn around 3 times, hop on his
Spyro.
right
Oh
foot
my
and
god.
say,
Oh my god.
lickety,
They have the same color palette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orange, orange,
And I know that
Dragons
from
out.
every Comic-Con I go
The
to.
brave
Yup.
dragon walked across desert.
I love your Figment
and made our
costume.
way
My
through
what?
raging snowstorm.
My sister had a Spyro plush that was as big as I was when I was a kid. It was huge.
How big were you when you were a kid?
What's that?
How big were you when you were a
I
kid?
don't know. I was a tiny child, but a plush the size of a child is still, or larger than a child, is still an impressive sized plush. I don't know what happened to it.
Walk the camera.
She may have taken it with her. I just remember it was.
Oh. Marty, we've got to get you back to the future. Oh, this poor man.
Slippity lickety.
If this is a Disney video, why is the set so shit? Oh, she died. Whoa! What?
What?
Oh no. Now I shall never
magic
get back to
effect stuck.
Wonderland. I wonder what's wrong.
Hey, maybe the magic didn't work because we haven't done the 3rd step.
What was that?
Oh, we didn't complete the 3 things we were supposed to do?
That's part of the magic, guys.
Oh, the TV's gonna
It's
show
called a
them.
ritual, alright?
Maybe he knows the 3rd step.
White Rabbit!
This slide is not
we
that
did what you
magical.
told us. We brainstormed, we wrote.
What the fuck was the
And we watched Alice in Wonderland again. to watch this.
You have to, oh,
It does sound like him a bit. What?
What?
Let's teach kids
We
about
did
the
just
editing
edit it.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
That's what this is. Is this what? Is that what? Is it like a training video?
Yes, this is an educational video. Yeah.
That will make it wonderful. Come on.
But I'm thinking more like a.
We did
corporate
learn about
video.
hyphenations last time, didn't we?
Remember?
This one, yeah, this one
Oh,
is teaching
and
you
now
about
that-
how to write a story.
No, it's teaching. It's teaching
Whoa,
you the
reuse footage
solution
from
is
other movies.
Yes, let's go back to Disney. Go back to the Disney movies. Don't use your imagination. Just remember the Disney movies. Imagination? No. Imagination is a copyrighted thing now.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh.
Imagination, as defined by these legal clauses, and it requires you to be thinking about the Disney movies.
Wizard Bob just walked onto the set after wandering off from the nursing
Oh,
home.
yes. She was in such a hurry. She left the book of magic spells.
Weather started getting
And
rough.
now we got it back.
What?
Watch out, that cliff! Ah!
Yes.
All 3 steps are done.
What? Why did they look at that?
Our stories
They looked at that because they were rewriting the story to make it more interesting.
Wait, is that seriously?
They were They were
Oh my
they were
gosh.
pretending that that wasn't from Snow White. They were pretending that that was just footage they happened to have.
Brainstorm, write and rewrite, build a story, and return a wizard's magic in all.
What's with the shaky cam now?
The best kind of magic in the story.
It's the only camera they can afford.
This looks like a Brandon Rogers video. Listen up, you fucking kids. I'm gonna teach you how to write shit. I can 100% see them doing this.
She's back!
Ah! Okay, sorry. We need to use that music in the future for like a the end screen. Oh my god, that was so weird.
Yeah.
Stewardess Bjornsson. Oh, this music is
already. Animation done by Framework.
This music sounds like it was made at like the conducting Figment thing in the Imageworks.
You're right, it does.
I would be impressed if it was done by that.
Hello?
Oh, that's right. It's over.
Yeah,
my brain wanted it. Sexy. My brain wanted it to autoplay things, but that's not how it works here.
To be
hello
or not.
We both got props from the show.
Not. Yeah, this is Wizard Bob. He didn't make it. Not to be.
Bob.
But no, like you were talking about this, and I'm just like, wait a minute, I have that. So it's like, yeah, it's uncanny that's how similar the color scheme is.
Spyro. I was like, what's wrong with that Figment blush?
Yeah, no, it's confusing, isn't it?
That no.
It is not confusing, especially when the costume says Figment on the shirt.
Yours is not confusing at all.
Spyro. Journey into Imagination with Spyro.
Ooh.
That's just like the
Skylanders.
Skylanders.
No, you're giving them ideas.
That's a cool
That's
idea.
the IP they're gonna shove in
Spyro
their
is not that expensive of a property, and you know that because he didn't get a game until there was a long gap between when his games happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so he can't be that expensive a property for Disney to get in on. And that would be an easy sell, and then you just sell Spyro merch at the end. Maybe you have Figment as a what do you call it?
We gotta push out the new Figment meet and greet that's coming, and we'll put Spyro
Well,
on
you can also make Spyro entirely screens if you like, because he's a 3D animated character.
Yeah.
Dangerous ideas. Sorry, I berated you for giving them ideas, and now I'm giving them even more. Ideas.
What's that book? What's that book that's called like the Dangerous Ideas or whatever? Dangerous Ideas for Disney IPs.
Dangerous Ideas.
Oh,
I like.
you.
What's that?
Thank you for resubscribing.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
sweet.
So,
I don't know how the notification didn't go through. That's weird, but thank you. I appreciate it.
It didn't pop up. Normally in the chat, you would have to like send a notification that you have resubbed, and then it'll pop up on screen. Like, never mind. I don't know how any of this works. Thank you for the resub.
It does like one of these things. But
this is
that's for
test.
you. Thank you.
We need more gifts there. Smiley faces. Thank you.
Yeah, we should.
We need more victory gifts, yeah.
What was the best of the worst?
Oh, did you do all of them?
What?
Did you do all of them?
We did not do the alien one. We're saving that.
Yes, we were waiting on you for alien. Do we want to do it?
Oh.
It's 40 minutes. Do we want to do it?
It's up to you guys.
I am happy to do it on the condition that I get a bathroom break beforehand, because we've been doing this for 3 hours.
That's fair.
And I would like him, but I am happy to come back and let's talk about.
Streams are meant to go on long times. I don't know. It's up to you. You guys are the deciding factor. I'm just one man. I could watch it by myself with the 3 empty screens here.
Let's put ourselves. We've had a relatively enjoyable evening. Let's put ourselves through some more The Living Seas bullshit. We're gonna take a commercial break, and when we get back, we're gonna watch one more. We're gonna watch the Alien documentary video.
One more thing.
So let me explain really quick.
2 more things. Congratulations, you win.
Well, okay, yeah, we'll come back. We'll explain what it's going to be.
Yeah.
We're going to watch something else Disney Parks related. We'll be back shortly.
We'll be back.
Bathroom break.
Are you looking to refurnish your home? Then come on down to Trupia Brothers Furniture and let us, the 3 Trupia Brothers, get you a great deal on furniture. We've been selling top quality furniture together at a reasonable price for over 15 years. We love our jobs and we love each other. Frankly, the only thing we've ever argued about was who would get what lines in this commercial. Even though we tried to divide them up evenly, Matthew kept complaining that he was getting the worst line.
I was! My lines were the worst lines!
Quit it! We agreed to do it like this.
Cut it out.
So we agreed the only fair thing to do was have all of us say all the lines together, like brothers. So come on down to Trupia Brothers Furniture and buy a sofa from me, Greg, or buy a new bed from me, Steve, and don't forget me, Matthew. Come on in.
See, my line didn't even have me selling anything.
Matthew, come on in and save a bunch on some great furniture.
Come on in and save a bunch.
Meet Timmy. He's just like you or me. He likes to listen to music, play, make friends. The only difference is Timmy doesn't have a mother or father. Timmy's an orphan.
Hi, I'm Tim. My parents died in a tragic car accident when I was just 42. In retrospect, maybe I wasn't in any condition to drive. Anyway, will you be my new mommy or daddy? I promise to be a good son. I'll keep my room clean and eat all my vegetables, except for lima beans. Those things give me horrendous farts. I'll need a car, and it'd be great if you had an extra room or a basement for my drums.
There are thousands of Timmys out there just waiting to find their forever home. If you're ready to start a new-ish family, call the It's Never Too Late Adult Orphanage, because grown-ups are children too.
This week on Zenora, Queen of Battle, a journey is undertaken.
Come up here, Janelle. You can ride in front of me.
Hold me tight!
But they must make haste.
We'll have to gallop.
Oh, yes!
All on the next Zenora.
These tamales and mole sauce are delicious. Where did you get the recipe?
Oh, just this great new recipe book I like to call my toilet paper.
From your porcelain throne to your dining table, Recipe of the Day toilet paper has hundreds of tantalizing meal-spirations on every roll, like chunky beef stew, Polish sausage in a yellow curry sauce, Turkish meat stick with corn, peanut fudge, deep-fried candy bars with soft-serve ice cream. Have a diet restriction or don't care for a particular recipe? Just wipe it out. The next sheet is sure to sound scrumptious. If your brain is constipated, get out of the dumps and squeeze out a meal from Recipe of the Day toilet paper today. Now in both over and under readable rolls.
Honey, I stuck the recipe on the fridge.
It's big, it's hot, why doesn't it kill us all? Learn about the sun tonight.
The perfect cup of coffee. That's what we pour at High Horse Coffee House, but it's not for everyone. Frankly, your taste buds probably can't appreciate how complex and rich our coffee is, and you know what? It angers us to think of you drinking it. Okay, there it is. And hey, let's take it a step further. We despise you. Our coffee is f***ing amazing and complex, and it's like from another f***ing dimension, but it's wasted. It is wasted on you. I would rather pour our coffee on a pile of manure than let it touch your tongue. That's right. You rate lower than steaming manure piles, so stay away. You just stay away, or so help me, I won't be held responsible for my actions. So remember, that's High Horse Coffee House on Historic Mansion. No, you know what? F*** you.
Hey kids, are you allergic to gluten, corn, peanuts, rice, eggs, milk, sugar? Yeah! Then put down your asthma inhalers and try a bowl full of my new Jockey the Chipmunk's allergy clusters. Moms love them because they contain the recommended daily allowance of epinephrine and antihistamines. And kids love them because they won't make your skin hurt.
But I like sweet cereal.
Whoa! Don't worry, Scooter. Jockey the Chipmunk's allergy clusters are sweetened with barley malt, nectar, and coconut air. So they'll taste just as sweet and tarty as the hard diabetes candies at Grandma's house.
Yay.
So pour yourself a scratchy bowl of Jockey the Chipmunk's allergy clusters. They're not gonna kill ya.
Hello, I'm Nick Bear, and I'm not here to sell you anything. I used my own money to buy some advertising time to let the world know that I hate Jeff Hansen. This isn't a tricky sales ploy or a joke. Seriously, Jeff Hansen of Chicago, Illinois is a real person and a jerk, and I really hate him. A lot. I am not a rich man. This commercial's expensive and is taking most of the money that I would use to send my children to college. But if it makes any of you understand just how much I hate Jeff Hansen, who is a real person who works in Chicago and lives in Evanston, has brown hair and is about 6'4", then it will be worth it. If I have one hope, it is that spending my entire life savings in these scary economic times will burn the name Jeff Hansen into your brain, so that if you ever had the misfortune of actually meeting him, you will remember just how deeply and totally I hate this man, and take it as a warning to steer clear. Thank you for listening, unless you happen to be Jeff Hansen, in which case, f*** you, sir.
We're back. Welcome back! Where I am now Pumpkin Man! I'm the Headless Horseman! I will now remove my own head! Ooh! Ah! Over here! Oh.
Hair! Hair! Ah, it's so terrifying!
Ben explained.
I realize now that Thomas is getting none of this joke.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like honestly, like, shower drains. At the bottom, they get all the hair, like, matted up.
They get all
It's
the
gross.
hair.
It's
It is
disgusting.
gross, yes. Apparently you can buy things that go into your drain to collect it, and then you just pull it out, rinse it off. I've seen infomercials. But that seems like a lot of work that seems unnecessary when you can just man up.
Yeah, I just, yeah, like...
Take a second, wash your hands thoroughly.
Exactly, yeah.
We watched the making of Universal Horror Nights. And originally they did it at Islands of Adventure, so the Marvel area
No, they
got
did it
taken
at
over
Universal
by
Studios Florida. Then
Yeah,
they moved
bargain.
to Islands of Adventure. Then for like a couple of years they split it between the two parks, and now it's back full time at Studios.
When you're talking to me, you have to talk to the mic, because I can't hear you when you...
Okay. They had a really hot, like, muscly Carnage guy in a suit, and
Hang on, tagging the screen ASMR.
Thank you. That's all the information I needed.
Amazing.
Anyway, so when they were switching Mission to Mars at Tomorrowland to Alien Encounter, which is the version before it was Stitch's Great Escape, they did this 40-minute
which was
TV special.
It was, and Stitch's Great Escape was the one before it because it became an empty building that they occasionally used to hand out candy at Halloween. My God, what a waste of space!
Yeah,
they made They made this documentary to promote Alien Encounter, and I skimmed through it, and it looks like it's entirely just droll people talking about real aliens. And Tom said, we have to watch that. So now we're gonna watch that.
Yep.
Let's do it. Go ahead.
Like the grand finale of the night.
Yeah. This is gonna be
I don't know
interesting
about
in a minute.
grand.
At the very least, I will be able to have banter with myself.
I'm gonna be the.
Plus, we do get a familiar face at the beginning.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, Sam's good.
Somewhere in the
Hello.
Hello.
There are those who believe that the government is hiding the remains
I
of
just
alien
came to
spacecraft
say
that
hello.
mysteriously crashed to Earth. With more and more scientific evidence of alien encounters and UFO sightings, the idea of creatures from another planet.
I do appreciate that they have good. Oh, some of them have good trigger discipline. This guy is about to shoot someone.
Is that
standing in front of
I'm going to walk over and see if I can sneak a peek.
That's just Disney security.
Maybe not.
That's just Roy Disney's security.
Scientific
Fire on
identification of
sight.
Extraterrestrial life forms
Ah,
routinely
those
arriving
eyeballs?
on Earth. Top secret reports from ongoing military investigations.
Secret Swiss alien training facility.
Of alien craft captured within the last few months.
Oh, that's a balloon.
World
Yeah, it's
figures
a
who
balloon.
have gone
Sorry,
public
guys.
with their own extraterrestrial experiences.
It was like, there's such thing as
Shocking
weather
history of
balloons.
government disinformation programs
That's a made-up
designed to prevent
Duck and
widespread
cover.
panic. And personal accounts of those who have been abducted
Oh,
and studied against
eyes.
their will.
Hands!
It's happened to me. It's happened to my sister, and I believe my mother.
My son looks me straight in the eyes. And he says,
At the bottom, paid actor.
Wait, is this that looks like the elevator for Tower.
Such an incredible secret. Nobody wants
Might
to
be.
believe it. There is valuable scientific data.
I'm a firing my laser.
Once and for all, that planet Earth is being visited by a highly evolved
Take my
intelligence.
super laser fist!
That is
We're gonna reflect the laser off that guy's forehead.
I've had enough. Stop it.
Stop, you alien! Get out of my life!
That may have been my boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Mutation which is both wondrous and terrifying. This is the nature of alien.
That's just a street light. That's a stoplight being filmed.
Mankind has the unique ability to ignore the obvious, especially when the facts reveal
Remember when those
a
used to
truth.
turn?
We once
Oh,
believed
yeah, that
the
was a
sun
thing.
revolved around the Earth.
Do they not
When
turn
Galileo
anymore?
demonstrated the reverse is true in 1634, he was
Carl
charged with
Sagan?
heresy and placed
No.
under house arrest for the last
Carl
8
Sagan
years
is
of his
too
life.
expensive for
The
something this
charges
cheap.
were later dropped.
The lift on
Robin's
that
free
front
on
piece
it.
of hair, though. Look at that. It's gonna take off.
Yeah.
That's an unidentified flying object right there. Is his toupee?
Mankind is in the midst of the most profound
Yes.
event in history.
This man in the
Actual
turtleneck with the
contact
balloon.
with intelligent life from other planets.
They haven't told us
For
yet.
nearly
Richard
50 years,
Robert
officials have been
Yeah, but the question is, is there
routine
intelligent
alien
life on
encounters
this planet?
and thousands of people have seen or experienced this
Did they tell them
alien
this was an
presence.
audition tape?
Yet many
And
still refuse
I
to
want
acknowledge
citizens
the
of
obvious
Tomorrowland.
evidence all around them.
Yes.
I'm
What is it
sorry,
like to be
I thought this
confronted
was
by
a special
creature whose
episode of
intelligence and
Unsolved
skill is far
Mysteries.
beyond
Yeah.
the comprehension of mankind.
Here is the one
Would it
problem
be
with that.
enlightening? Would it be an exercise
People from the
in terror?
future will always be
Or
snide
perhaps
assholes
both?
to you. Like,
Man.
oh,
Tomorrowland
it's
at
so
the Walt
primitive.
Disney World
When,
Resort near
like,
Orlando, Florida.
Well,
I guess
you can
couldn't
cross
make
the
that.
attractions
They're
off
like,
your bingo
Guests
card.
experience their
Yeah.
own alien
I could just see, like, can I take your picture? Oh my gosh, look at that antique! Oh my gosh, look at this thing!
Preview later in the show.
You have to click, you have to press a button to get it to take. Oh,
Insights
They
from the
just said there's
recent
going to be a sneak preview of the new ride
Alien ships
later on in
seem to
this show.
arrive
Okay,
in
tell me
waves.
more about aliens,
And if the
though.
last few years are any indication, planet Earth is
Zoom in and
experiencing a
Hit.
tsunami of sightings.
Yeah, that was a thing.
This
during the
is
90s,
Earth.
that's a sweet
After
Earth.
the advent
Mexico
in
City,
Mexico.
1992.
technology,
If
the
you
number
were
of
arriving from outer
UFO
space,
sightings
this
as
would be your
well.
first
Yeah.
stop. It's the world's largest metropolitan area, easy to spot from a distance. Saucers arriving here have an affinity for military helicopters.
Oh, I thought they were about to say those were saucers, and I'm like, no, those are helicopters.
No, those are
Excuse
heli-
you.
Mexico City, 1992. Donald Duck runs loose through the city while Panchito and Jose Carioca give chase.
Canada.
That's just Superman.
Hey, we worked Canada into the show.
This alien photographed landing in what appears to be a prearranged site. UFO
That's just a street light that's got a flickering bulb on it.
Reveals a technology.
It's a police car, guys.
This sighting is known as the Guardian case, named after the
That's
pseudonym
an airplane.
of the photographer who wishes to keep his identity secret.
But his last name is Guardian.
Harassment from local authorities uncomfortable with the notion of alien intruders.
I can't make out.
For the last 2 months of 1994 and lately
keep
in
using the
1990
shot.
They do. Are they trying to appeal to flat earthers with this shot? Because like that looks very much like a disc.
Especially during the day,
Are they showing
extraterrestrial
off?
craft have become common ornaments in the
Well,
it's also-
it's a flying trash can.
Yes, that's a very famous. Here's one of the interesting things about alien footage is that a lot of it, because it got used in TV shows,
routinely aim their
got
home video
copyrighted,
cameras at the
and so
horizon.
it's not available to the public anymore.
Alien display.
At least that's not to my knowledge. But I remember the YouTube era where you could just go and take deep rabbit holes down into like found footage.
Yeah.
I feel like now that cameras are more HD, there is less alien sightings.
I think that's also a thing.
Almost no national attention.
Oh my God! What is that thing? Oh no! I zoomed in on it on my phone.
But one could also argue that now that technology that is handheld and recording is around, aliens or the government are more careful about other things, or maybe the technology has evolved to compensate for that.
Now that New Tomorrowland doesn't exist anymore,
maybe our phones are specifically designed to filter out UFOs.
Not necessarily.
See, my tinfoil hat theory is that Men in Black is actually a documentary, and it was released as a film. Because that way, if anybody saw anything that looked like it in real life, they would brush it off as, oh, that's just some Men in Black cosplayers, or something like that.
Warned that public knowledge of life could cause civilization.
It's like, how foolish would you have to be trying to hide the secret and to make a motion picture about it with Will Smith?
Oh, honey, we're gonna kill ourselves long before the aliens get here.
Fair.
If you cross your eyes a little, there's like a sailboat in that.
I was gonna say
Clifford Stone certainly suffered after he began private research into the UFO
it feels weird that they're focusing on their hands and their eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I was given a lawful order while I was in the military to back off.
There's a secondary cameraman who has no idea what to focus on.
That resulted in me having to go to be psychoanalyzed, which
he sounds like
backfired on me.
See, as we were watching in the other makeup special, those age lines are important when you're applying your makeup. Make sure that
you gotta accent
a lawful order. Not to write
and
members of Congress,
not as much hair, so Ben is cool with this.
And not to talk to members of the media. Of course, I went out and violated all those directives simply because I felt they had no.
And I violated a few more while I was at it because I won.
He also had
the UFO scratch card game.
This collection of classified government documents represents years of determination.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's just a picture of Mar-a-Lago.
UFO files.
Mention Project Blue Book.
Investigators on the trail of the truth. It is not surprising that this book is making top military.
Speaking of aliens, we should watch
I think that some of the underlying.
We should watch what?
They have is the impact it will have on society.
Okay, because I just wanted to remind you, Mr. Man, as you said earlier, you need to talk into the microphone for us to hear you.
Yes. Including
I'll crank the gain up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we'll get some nice room tone.
When we return,
Did we?
what is
I didn't.
Alien visit
Oh no!
on Earth? Extraterrestrials
That's not Earth.
came on
I
America's
think you would turn the
military.
game up too high now.
That's
aliens
a
did
Honda
this.
commercial.
Saucer becomes a top secret bombshell. The nation's
That's a
capital
college
becomes
prank.
a cosmic crossroads.
That's Washington,
And later,
D.C.
now Disney Imagineers have designed a way to prepare humans for their inevitable alien
Yes, spoiler alert, much later in the program.
Yeah.
I got bad news for you. That alien's not evil.
from New
Oh wait, no.
Tomorrowland.
Oh no, wait. This would be the new version of the ride. So yeah, the alien is technically not evil in that version.
The atom bomb.
And I looked,
Okay.
and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north and a fire unfolding itself, and the brightness was about it. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures.
Are we reading Revelations?
Oh my
here?
God. Went by them.
Jorah's mask?
When the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up.
See, I can read it just as good as Samuel L. Jackson.
I knew it!
Ezekiel chapter 1.
Ezekiel! Oh boy!
Ezekiel talking about angels, yes.
Sure.
But I knew it was the Bible after a certain point, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
No. Alien encounters have adopted a darker, more menacing demeanor.
Is that who this guy is? Is he like a... is he
The Bible man?
Is he a Christian ufologist? Like he believes that Jesus was part alien or something like that?
This has got to be Michael Eisner's cousin who like demanded, who's blackmailing him to make an alien documentary or
human history.
Who hosted this? I'm gonna look that up.
That's a good question.
Why do we keep looking at the bomb? Yes,
because
you know, America has...
Like, when we set off the bombs, like, we produced so much electromagnetic radiation in one spot that, like, it could easily have sent signals out into space.
The host was Robert Urich.
Was that the atomic bomb?
Alas, poor Urich, I knew him well.
No, Roswell would have been too close to humans to do a...
I'm just misremembering the Futurama episode then.
I believe the nuclear tests were done in Bikini Atoll off the coast of Hawaii.
Bikini Bottom?
That's right. No, actually, that's what it's based on. Bikini Bottom. That's why some people have like a dark SpongeBob theory.
Oh, it's always SpongeBob and all his friends are alive
because they're mutated by the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
But I think that's like I don't think that's a real thing.
That's the real reason Sandy wears the suit, is to protect from the radiation.
Their advanced physics allow
I think someone's house is a unexploded bomb, isn't it? I feel like I've seen that
on the alert against the unknown menace.
But
it sounds like it's just a bucket.
Yeah, it's just a bucket.
The security of an America still reeling from the edgy consciousness of war. And the
all right, here we are watching aliens talking about SpongeBob. I love the show.
You
guys, so like dramatically serious. This must have scared the crap out of children.
Well, the 90s was a big time for like being suspicious of the government. The Watergate scandal had just happened, and X-Files was big and all that stuff, and that was on the public consciousness.
Watergate happened in the 70s. This is like 25 years later.
Sorry,
there was a great distrust of government in that era, though.
I will say
yeah, exactly.
The big cynicism was a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Particularly after Watergate, though. Like, the Watergate was the thing
I just wanted to say, like, this is the same company that got Werner von Braun to do the Man in Space and now this.
Yeah.
Aliens? I don't know.
Yeah, this feels like some History Channel BS.
Had to admit that something
was
happening.
There are several kinds of UFOs. Can you guys name any of them?
Offering their first and
saucer.
Saucer, yes. Cigar, good one. Yes.
Ball.
Ball
I'll
lightning.
accept ball, but that's not generally. That's not a generally accepted one. I'll accept ball.
Saucers. Some reports claim they
castle hosting drag parties.
That was an obscure Rocky reference. I was not expecting that. That's amazing.
Triangle.
Whatever that one Michael Jordan walks out of at the end of Space Jam.
Quickly became a grisly statistic. His last words, as Mantell soared at an altitude of 20,000 feet, are a chilling
there's an
commentary on the
IMDb thing
power of the alien ships.
A pseudo documentary
Ricky,
to promote
check
the
this shit out.
Robert Urich is the host.
Yeah.
Alas, poor Urich, I knew him well. I made this joke. Yeah.
He was
He's from Magnum Force and the Ice Pirates movie that Red Letter Media reviewed.
Occasionally the tables were turned. More than one alien craft crashed and was recovered for secret U.S.
You don't remember that's the
research.
they're all old at the end and they're like, oh, time skipping.
Took place in July of 1947, just outside the community of Roswell, New Mexico.
Why him, though?
Famous because local officials openly admitted they had retrieved an alien ship before their commanders instructed them to keep the story confidential.
How did this come to be?
And then some folks came from the future, and there was this guy named
July
Zoidberg.
The Army Air Forces.
Wow. Robert Urich, the legendary Jim Street in the movie SWAT, is the host of this voyage around the UFOs and its mystery.
Later, they announced, no, it's merely a weather balloon.
Okay.
Roswell made a mistake. But our government has come forward and said, yes, we had a flying saucer.
This was a TV special to promote Tomorrowland. It is not a pseudo-documentary, part of a Disney special series with an introduction by Michael Eisner.
This guy looks like a cross between William Frakes and Eric Idle.
UFO studies in Chicago.
No, Jonathan Frakes. Jonathan Frakes and
America's
Eric Idle.
alien cover-up.
We have over 550 witnesses.
Production companies, Thomas and Friends. That's us!
Hey!
They saw the body.
I'm sorry, I talked about the saucer.
Members of that
I meant to talk about these incredible deals we're having on corn!
This is the actual.
The aliens took that guy's eyebrows.
I don't know the aliens I come
along
from
with
the
the bodies
south.
of 3 extraterrestrial missionaries who didn't survive the collision. The debris and the dead
extraterrestrial missionaries?
While a classified investigative
Like to tell you
committee
about
from
Space
Objective
Jesus?
12 was organized by President Truman.
Have you heard the good
cover-up
word?
was initiated with a calculated disinformation campaign.
Hello, my name is Elder and I am here to tell you all about...
My name is Elder Zeeble.
This is covered by
Wait,
regulation.
Space
Clifford
missionaries
is stoned, not Easton.
Aren't those Scientologists?
Yeah,
The
you're
Roswell
right.
incident was a cover-up, but I can certainly say that the government back then and today acted like it was a cover-up and has been subject to being accused of a cover-up.
Yeah, we just pretended it was a cover-up to screw with people.
Was attributed to a downed weather balloon.
Whee!
There
What was
no
that?
explanation for the alien
A weather
body
balloon.
parts among the wreckage.
Like an actual weather balloon.
Before long, other
One of the
sightings
oldest
were
internet
dismissed
historians
as
is about
optical
this.
illusions caused by electrified swamp gas.
Obviously, this is all hearsay. However, supposedly what the device actually was designed to measure something in
Hang
a
on, I'm
higher,
gonna go back.
one of the outer spheres of the Earth's atmosphere, because it would be able to detect when a bomb went off. So they'd be able to know if over in Russia or Germany they are testing bomb.
Why don't we have this in like the queue for Avatar or something?
While the Pentagon refused to publicly admit
It's too
aliens
cool.
had arrived on Earth,
Yeah. Only magnetic.
It's Florida, there's swamp gas everywhere.
Right! Like they could just open the door and get some.
We have
It's easy.
We have the floating unobtainium.
Yeah, that's right. That you can buy at the gift shop.
Somebody was unboxing the Hogwarts Legacy Collector's Edition.
Oh no!
And it's just a giant plastic book that you can put a wand on top of, and the wand floats on it like unobtainium. And he's like, "Are you fucking serious? This is what you pay extra for?"
I like this trilobite shape.
Conducted by Princeton University, weird and wonderful.
This just looks like fun.
Oh my god, is that man gonna fly?
Behold, the first Roomba!
Luigi's Flying Tires, Phase 1.
Yeah, that's the things you would have written in when they replaced Carousel Progress.
The naive attempts to copy the saucers began to look foolish. Especially in
Whoa.
1952, when real alien ships were routinely
I can't
buzzing
wait
over Washington,
for the
D.C.
government to come clean about anti-gravity technology. So
chases
that way I
lasting
can
as long
finally
as
get a
6
glider
hours.
and live my dream to be the
It was the
Hobgoblin.
first time since the War of
I just want my
1812 that our
Amazon
nation's
package even
capital had been
faster.
successfully invaded by a foreign power.
That's what
Well, don't worry, Amazon will directly install a chip into your brain, so that way you will just buy things without you having to think about buying them. You will just send
I'll
neural
just be like,
impulses.
shit, more toilet paper, and the toilet paper will just appear at the door.
No, yeah, it's already bought toilet paper 20 minutes ago.
For the US and the Soviets,
In
You
fact,
just go open the front
the
door. It's
reason
like,
you're-
oh yeah, I did need toilet paper.
Oh!
The chip is making you buy the things, but it's still things that it knows you want.
It's a copy machine!
This link, it is hoped, will help avoid misunderstandings.
The Joint Chiefs, they getting high in there.
Now, a president could be in touch with the Russian premier in a
420, blaze it!
So, a text.
Okay.
Execute Order 420.
This was your idea.
This was my idea. I thought they were going to talk about aliens.
You're not attacking us.
We're going to talk about the U.S. government.
Sure.
Don't worry, very shortly we'll get a preview of the ride.
And this
which
man
will be all
with
that
no
stock
neck.
footage
I am being mistaken.
with all the sparks that don't actually exist on the ride at all.
Ease some international tensions.
What the hell?
That was the startle gun from the first short.
November of 1975.
He was picking targets for the
United
CIA.
States was visited by UFOs.
Oh yeah, like the weird little vibrating gun from the Universal.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had
Startle
some effect
guns.
on changing the
I couldn't think of what to call it.
The codes within the missiles, within the launch control facility. To change
I can't understand what you're saying.
1976, September, Iran. 2 F-4s tried to intercept a UFO and shoot upon the UFO. The weapon systems of the planes go dead. The communication systems go dead. These are just 2 examples of cases which sound like they came out of science fiction.
The weapon systems and the planes both work on my Disney experience. They both went.
I do believe there was an episode of the X-Files that was about the 2 planes that went over Iran and encountered the UFO. However, of course,
48.
the X-Files turned it into a
Commander
story,
Clayton and
whereas
his
the
crew
incident
cameras
itself
at
is an
the
actual
planet's
reported
horizon
military
for a live broadcast
event.
to Earth. Many viewers noticed an alien
Yeah, that's
ship
the one we watched
promptly
about that
boarding
plane that
around
went
the
down.
shore.
Hi, welcome to the
UFO.
Space Void of horrible stuff. We're watching
Still
Planet Earth
refuses
and
to
making
acknowledge
fun
the
of it.
incident. But since that time, the space agency no longer allows public access to live unscrambled television signals from shuttle missions. Currently, in 1995, the Federal
Now they just do it on the
Management Agency trains personnel with a manual that suggests techniques in communicating with extraterrestrials encountered in the line of duty.
Come on, talk about
This
the
document is in
Mars
marked
space.
contrast to a federal law
The Mars
passed by
space is
Congress
scary and
in
cool.
1969, which makes it
Don't just show
illegal
me
for any
lots of
American
words
to have
and pictures.
contact with an
The weird thing is the
extraterrestrial.
ride isn't about
Punishable by a
UFOs.
$5,000 fine.
No, the ride is
and a
about
year in jail.
aliens
Yeah.
teleporting other
Ironically, both
aliens.
documents
Like,
were
it's
composed by
teleporting,
the
which is
government.
explicitly
Not a
not a
ride about
Publicly
UFO.
admit that there is
But I guess
intelligent
this
life
documentary
on
has
other
to be about
planets.
UFOs because that's the only
Indications are that government,
connection to
military,
aliens
and
that we
scientific
have
leaders
as
will
humans.
soon release nearly
And it means
half
There's
a
been no
dozen
alien
official
sightings. There's
documentation
been UFO
of
sightings.
ongoing
It means you can also
alien
throw some
encounters on
military
Earth.
stuff in.
I thought there have been
Perhaps
sightings
it
of
would
like
be too
rays and
embarrassing
stuff.
not to reveal the
Look,
truth.
the TCC was
before
working.
The truth reveals itself. But these FBI files acquired
Whoop.
through the Freedom of Information Act
Why does that water
outline
way
nearly
higher than
50
Wait.
years of UFO
Does he have like a
reports,
small table in front of him?
investigative
Yes.
agents all across America.
I half expected him to just toss it behind him
that
into the
something
lake.
sinister is at work.
But look
You guys remember
carefully.
National Treasure when
The
they
torn
sneak
pages,
into the Library of
ragged
Congress and
copies,
they have like
the large
all the
areas
books the
blacked
president
out
gets to
in an
read,
effort to keep
and they were
secrets
passing
locked
over
away.
the bits where it's like
Yes,
Roswell, and it's like, no, we don't have time.
Which I
We gotta find out about like
from the American public
the
on
secret treasure or whatever the hell it is.
Then we're wrong.
Did that
Government
TV
has
show
an
come out yet?
obligation to the people
Which
to
one?
tell
National
the truth.
Treasure?
Oh, that's a
No
thing.
matter
I
what
forgot.
that truth might be. The
No one,
people
yeah,
have a
no
right
one
to
from
know
the originals.
that planet Earth is being
I
visited
didn't even notice
by
the new
highly
Hellraiser
evolved
come out.
intelligence.
And then someone
We
told me-
watched it.
I know we watched it, but I didn't.
From this
Apparently, it had been
world.
out for like a week before we did. So. It's good, Oak. I mean, it's pretty good, by the way.
When you return,
Review
meet
coming
the people
soon,
who
later,
already
maybe.
experienced disturbing contact with creatures.
Yes.
Oh, no.
All right. Yes. No. Please. I can't wait.
I saw a UFO and it picked me up and shook me like a dog.
Certain life forms which have already staked their claim
Oh, the
on
monsters
planet
are
Earth. And join Robert Urich on the fringes of the future in Walt
Not very
Disney World's
interesting
Magic Kingdom.
when it's like,
as Disney
yes, there are aliens.
You get 3 minutes of that.
inevitable alien encounter.
Oh my god.
Well, because they don't have anything to show. You know Disney. They like to make a big build up about everything, and then they don't have anything to show.
Tomorrowland.
Yup.
It's the same thing you've always had.
Symbiosis with our planet.
Cool
Energy.
transitional visuals.
We've
Matthew
not
got
watched
it.
Symbiosis. We should see if there's a video copy out there.
How could we? It was like on the block.
The evidence. We expect the first visitors from outer space to arrive in flying saucers. But there are new
We'll have to
scientific
make
suggestions
Tom get
that
high,
the
and then we'll
microbiotic
watch
organisms,
Symbiosis.
which routinely invade human bodies in
Drink
the
it.
form of viral disease, are extraterrestrial
I know it's
connections.
just a
These
colored
Smash!
glass.
alien life forms
Yeah.
may very well be the advanced invasion force.
That
leading
is an
the way to
X-ray
test
of a
Earth's
turkey
environment
leg.
for more
Eh.
complex and determined creatures.
What?
This could be images of any, like,
The
cells.
idea is
Yes.
not new. Arrhenius, a Swedish chemist who died in 1927, first proposed the theory of transfermia, the notion that life is universally dispersed, possibly carried by cosmic winds across the vast expanse of the galaxy in the form of
Sure, I
viral
believe that.
spores.
What BS is this?
Okay.
Uncovering
Oh,
this
okay.
mutating alien
I'm
life
all-
is an ongoing government project carried out by scientific teams at NASA. They begin by collecting meteors which have landed on the barren landscape of Antarctica. Here, low temperatures preserve the alien life clinging to
feels like
4
X-Files.
billion-year-old cosmic debris. In a
And then the
specially
thing
sealed clean room
attacks.
at the Johnson Space Center,
That would be
these
nice.
crude interstellar spaceships are carefully dissected to extract the biotic matter inside.
Sponsored by Pyrex.
Amino
Right,
acids,
so I was just-
a kaleidoscope
Yeah, it's
of
kinda
organic
interesting.
compounds,
This is real. This is
and the
wicked.
chemical catalysts of life are analyzed with sophisticated gas chromographs and mass
COVID's from
spectrometers.
aliens. Oh.
Oh,
Life is plentiful in the universe and eerily tenacious. Lately, scientists have found extraordinary numbers of unknown organisms which have gained a biological foothold where we once thought survival
just
would
grass.
be impossible.
It's mold.
They grow in deadly ammonia gas. They are resistant to
Whoa!
ultraviolet radiation.
Whoa! What the hell was
And the
that?
That was a
radioactive
3D
cooling
animation.
systems of
Ooh,
nuclear power
Epcot!
plants. The vacuum of space, reanimating themselves when air and
See,
water become available.
Here's the thing.
Riding
If you
inside
close
the
your
stone
eyes,
cocoon of a
footage doesn't
meteor,
matter. It doesn't matter
life
what
can
they show
travel
us.
virtually
I think
anywhere.
they're just using
And a good deal of it
microscopic
lands on
footage,
planet Earth.
and just talking about it.
But
They're not.
just
They
as
didn't
we
say
explore the
this is
genetic
what they
package
look
of
like.
alien life,
They're just saying
visitors
this is
from
the thing.
space are routinely examining human specimens.
that footage of
abducting men,
the plate
women,
like that needed
and
the
children
Here we
Benjamin
go.
music over
in
top.
order
of
to
it.
conduct disturbing
People are going to talk about being
biological
abducted.
experiments.
This is going to be
Very,
great.
very few people who've had the experience are willing to talk about it publicly. There is such a kind of ridicule factor.
Bud Hopkins, researcher
Tyler.
and author
This
of
is
best-selling
the
book
judgment-free zone.
is
We're gonna
America's
see what they
leading
have to say.
investigator into the alien
Yeah,
abduction phenomenon.
this is a
Open
judgment-free
mind.
zone. We
and
judge you
largely
for free.
responsible for bringing the
Yeah, that's right.
astonishing situation to the nation's
Also,
attention.
that look.
The most important thing about this, I think, in studying it, is to realize that there are very distinct patterns. This is not just a box full of crazy experiences which are mutually contradictory. The patterns start this way. People are abducted first in childhood.
When I go back into my memory, I don't know a day without them.
And they are
Look at this
abducted over
Tom, this is the
many years.
judgment-free
I'm
zone.
pretty sure the aliens dropped me off at school as a
My
kid.
reaction was, oh my God, not again.
I grabbed
The
the side of my
aliens
bed,
were
like,
more of a parent to me than my
no,
actual parents.
You're not gonna get away with it. You're not gonna get away with it this time.
Then I feel lifted off of the bed, and the next thing that I remember is being on a table or a bench and these beings surrounding me.
Samples are taken from the skin, and there are very distinct scars that result from these biopsies, whatever we want to call them.
Can you show us
I
one?
have a scar on my hand. It seems
There you
to
go.
be
That's not.
a triangle shape that's a half an inch by
Oh.
half an inch if you were to measure it.
They were just red and blistery and kind of in a large equilateral triangle on each foot.
The basic, most common mark is what we call a scoop mark. It's a circular depression, as if the aliens have used a little tool and removed a layer
That's
of
right, we're gonna
fat.
send you in
On
the
my
scoop.
upper left inner thigh, I have
You're gonna get
marks
pictures of
which is
Spider-Man.
through. They're about 1/8 of an inch deep and about 1/4 inch in diameter that people call scoop marks for lack of a better term.
Often an object is inserted
You
in the
couldn't have
nostril,
thought to think of a
or
better
the
term?
eyeball, or in the ear, which we believe to be implants.
On my shin, between my ankle and my knee, were 2 puncture marks. In fact, I hesitate to call them that because they were larger and deeper. They were like 2 holes drilled vertically along my shin into my leg. And that
Yikes.
frightened me deeply because I have no idea how those got there. I could only speculate as to why they were doing
Show-
that.
show-
Although
Show the
I do
holes.
know that
Yeah, show us.
Hashtag show the holes.
Show X-rays or something.
Show us your holes.
They're
Phrasing.
interested in who you are genetically.
That's
They
Tyler
seem
Mann's
to be
audience.
desperate for
Show us your
genetic
holes.
material, our DNA, our particular genetic makeup, as if they have reached some point of, let's say, some point of no return in their evolutionary development, and they need to revivify themselves through something they can get from us, a more primitive.
Then you
and
want to
perhaps
get
more
either
robust,
stem cells or
species.
DNA from anything. If you want
generally
DNA from
describe-
anything,
Or maybe
put some
they're
hair.
scientists and they want to learn more about human beings.
Basic alien type.
Oh, I was like, what are we
Yeah.
looking at? And I zoomed up and it showed up.
Oh God, I look so
What's it
fat in
acting?
this
Hairless,
picture.
just a tiny slit for a mouth that doesn't move, and so forth. I'd say that accounts for about 85% of the descriptions.
Lizard?
Is it a snoot?
Reptilian.
They talk about the reptilian being like sexually aggressive, and then there's some that are like praying mantis.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
very mean and very violent.
Is that a thing that there's like reptile aliens?
So yes.
Oh, is that
Generally,
Don't ask
there are several categories of aliens. The two most well-known ones are the Greys, which are the ones with the big eyes and little mouths.
You have somewhere to go. You can go to the police and at least give a report whether
The
you
alien
do
comic.
something or not.
Or specifically
You
alien,
have
like
somewhere
reptile
to go.
aliens.
Yeah, the reptilians are like.
You have no one to talk to.
So in
You
this
have
case,
no
the
one to say, "This
in
is
most
happening to me, I've
people's
been so
idea,
violated."
the reptile
You
aliens
don't
are the
even
bad
know.
ones. They're the ones who shapeshift into humans
you're
and
not ready.
try to get the government to do move towards a one world order or whatever.
Why are they always naked despite space being super cool?
Because they don't travel. They have transcended the space-time continuum.
Because you have no
They or something like that. They're so advanced that they don't need any like clothing or
They can
anything like
quantum leap.
that. I guess I don't know.
Up above the world.
The aliens are
diamond.
because they're such powerful entities. They or so advanced entities. Their technology is much easier. What did she say?
Part of
She
the
said
trauma
she was
involved
thinking
in
about
this
something messed up, and she
is
went, "It makes me
our
want to
government
cry."
telling us that these objects
If that
don't
is a
exist,
real genuine
and I've
emotion
seen
from that
kind of
human, I
members of my
am
family,
sincerely sorry
and
for
other
whatever
people seem to
scarred
have
her.
these
I
experiences.
believe that's an actor, and you can piss off.
Line? Line? Line?
To investigate your sanity.
The range of
Makes
people
me
who
shiver
have
with
this
that
that
episode.
does make
considered
me question
global
my sanity.
is just, it's a total range. I've worked with people who are of Oriental backgrounds, African American background.
Careful.
Hispanics. I've worked with one NASA scientist, a research scientist, who is an abductee, a police lieutenant.
What did he just? What racist shit?
That's
did he
right.
just
I
say?
read Bill Vending Machine. I've worked with everyone.
Their own personal abduction.
Yes, the three races: black, Asian, and at NASA.
And it has a dramatic effect on the family.
He said Hispanic.
Debbie and Terry know
Okay,
firsthand.
He had his
Both are
he had his
ongoing
bases
abductees
covered.
with deep concerns about the chilling connections between aliens and their children.
Well, we are at an Applebee's and an alien.
And I gave birth to an alien in the Taco Bell bathroom.
They took blood out of you, Mama.
Oh, they are Southern!
He wouldn't go to bed at night unless I slept
She reminds
with
me
him.
of a movie mom. I don't know which one.
Angry. And the other thing
Mars
was,
has mom.
is he started
Needs
getting
mom.
trapped. One night my husband came home from work and there's
No
these
one
colored
remembers
stones all
Mars
over
needs
the
mom.
garage.
I remember how ugly the
And
alien designs were.
my husband
Why was
said,
Joan
"What's this
Hughes
for?"
out there?
And he said,
You know what I
Okay.
remember
What do you
better
think
than
people
Mars
remember
Needs
more?
Moms?
Mars Needs Moms or John Carter?
I remember Mars Needs
interesting thing about
Cheetahs
children
better than
is,
Mars Needs
a
Moms.
sort of innocence about their.
There was a joke they made on like News Tonight, and then I had to redo a graphic for it. It was just a cheetah being abducted in an alien beam with like googly eyes, like, whoa.
An alien what we do is to see how the child responds when we get to the alien face. And it can be extremely moving because I've seen children just collapse when they see the drawing of the alien crying.
Yeah, maybe because it's
hugging
like
their fathers.
It's a creepy ass drawing.
Yeah, that's super creepy. It triggers humans because it falls into the uncanny valley like that.
She was beyond that. And she'd never wet her bed. And when we moved to Banning,
she started
having nightmares every night.
Aliens
and
were
wetting
kind
her
of like
bed.
barn
And
owls.
A couple of weeks ago, she had a bunch of
Shaved owls. Not shaved owls. The shaved owls are pretty horrific. But
what happened? And
although
it was
technically
funny,
speaking,
the only
shaved
thing I could get out
owls
of her was
probably have
that
something
she
wrong
asked
with them because
me,
a bird's blood vessels go into their feathers, which is why it's bad if they lose them. They're hard to grow back. In fact, they don't. Most of them don't grow back. But, that's also how they control the direction they're in and their flight.
Coming in.
I don't remember what the point I was trying to make anymore.
In the movie, Paul,
again,
like, why do you look like a cartoon gray alien? He's like, they used my image for those cartoons, so when you saw me, you wouldn't freak the fuck out like you're doing right now. Which I like that as a joke, and it's maybe that's
Mommy, look. Don't you remember when you and I were up in that thing with the bugs?
The last time I had a session, in that session I actually
I'm gonna grab a snack.
Yeah, it's fair.
Escorted by 2 small grays.
We got like 5 minutes
And it
left.
was very upsetting to me. I could not handle the fact that my daughter...
Meanwhile, we still haven't seen this great attraction they keep previewing.
Yeah,
we got 5 minutes to do that.
I think you have no control over something that you're so helpless.
Speaking of no control, alien encounter.
Drowning or something and you can't save them.
Sorry, you said speaking of no control, and now I have the SpongeBob musical stuck in my head, so thank you for that.
One of the most interesting things, too...
Oh my god!
Has to do with the fact that communication
I like that the
is
purple and blue in the background matches
One
our
little
theater.
boy drew on some drawings he'd made for me of the aliens. He
Literally
put on
the exact same
head,
gradient.
Each alien had a gigantic ear. Just one.
Joe
And
Rody?
his mother said, "What's that?" And he said, "Well, Mommy, I know
Why
they
do you
don't
have ears?
have ears.
I've always had ears. No, you
I
don't.
put that there because, you know, they can hear everything you're thinking."
You ate all the other cookies?
They hear
I mean,
you
stick,
when you're
right?
thinking. They hear
This
when
thing has
you're
had
away.
more Space Mountain than the special that promised Space Mountain.
I don't want to eat it right now.
Excitement, preparing the public for cosmic contact.
Okay, that didn't happen in the ride, but okay.
Encounter.
Are they at the ride now?
Yes, they're coming back from
Maybe.
commercial and they're about to show the
We
ride,
now return to Alien Encounters from New Tomorrowland.
which is just going to be that same
This is
B-roll
an
commercial.
official UFO sighting report.
Oh my god!
There are thousands compiled over the last 2
Stop
decades.
showing me documents.
This particular report from October 1969 was filled out by
Me
Jimmy
was nice.
Carter. He was still governor of Georgia at the time. He witnessed a luminant object
Georgia.
suspended in a twilight sky.
I feel like if I was
Later,
watching
when
it
he
by
assumed
myself,
the office of President of the United States, his staff attempted to explore the availability of official investigations into alien
Is it a
contact.
memorandum when
As this
someone
internal
dies?
government memo illustrates,
No,
there are
in
some
memoriam
security
is what you're
secrets
thinking.
outside the jurisdiction of
Oh,
the
that's
White
what a
House.
memo is, then. Isn't it?
Yeah, a memo is short for a memorandum.
Over 20 years.
What's a memorandum?
We have over 100,000
A
memo.
cases from over
I-
160 countries in our files.
Don Schmidt here is extremely compelling.
Don Schmidt? This name is my name too!
Damn it, I was about to say
Look
that.
at the actual declassified,
Whenever I go out,
disclosed
people always shout, "Hey, there goes
documents on the
Tyler."
phenomenon. And I'll guarantee you'll walk away saying, why weren't we told about this? And why were we told something else altogether? We've all been indoctrinated to have this knee-jerk response just to that term, UFO. We have to ask ourselves, who started it? And
I
isn't
think
it
any
about time we
object
go
I
out and
can't
find
identify flying
No,
through the
legitimately,
sky.
like there are legitimate reports of UFOs out there, and it is often something like a weather balloon, because UFO just means unidentified flying object. Anything off the ground where the military doesn't know what it is a UFO.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a spaceship.
Yes.
Yes.
However, that being said, there are many UFOs that are not identified.
But
that are
most
quite compelling
Americans
in
will
there.
likely explore outer space.
That's fair.
Alien origin. Statistics indicate a greater probability that you will experience extraterrestrial contact in the next 5 years than the chances that you will win a state lottery. But how do you prepare for such an extraordinary event?
I didn't do either.
Tomorrowland at Disney World, scientists and Disney engineers have brought
Okay, but this is a horror attraction. Aliens are not going to be
the public to
are not going to like that
encounter.
This is how they're portrayed.
Really? I would like to very quickly point out there is 2 minutes left in this 42-minute special.
Oh my god! What bull are we been clickbaited?
Welcome to the new Tomorrowland Convention Center in the Magic Kingdom, where humans can enjoy their first taste of the future, as well as advanced extraterrestrial technology, and begin to understand the disturbing facets of alien intelligence.
This is a convention center in Tomorrowland, and Access Tech is the person
manufacturing and marketing conglomerate is one of the first alien firms to take advantage of this showcase facility in New Tomorrowland, introducing humans to technology which promises to seize the future. Today, guests are exploring the concept of teleportation.
It still blows my mind whenever
the ability to transmit solid matter
Bill Harmon or Tim Curry
across the endless void of space.
I couldn't tell.
Inside this chamber, at the extraterrestrial alien encounter attraction, cosmic representatives will demonstrate the secrets of a brave new
They're not going to show the aliens
utilizing
on the screen,
the ominous device.
No, they're going to show the audience reaction. And then they're going to be like, and now you two can go there at Walt Disney World.
Technology can backfire if operated by careless.
They're not even mentioning the alien
As the
hosts
seat
on the
restraints
screen.
lock into place and the power generators are activated by anxious
Oh, there they are.
extraterrestrials,
Oh, no, they're done.
these happy humans are about to discover a disturbing truth. When science fiction becomes
there's that B-roll. None of this happened.
Could be terrifying.
The face burns off.
Those sparks aren't on the ride. There's no slime on the ride.
They could have easily put some slime in there, and that would have looked cool.
They do drip warm water on you.
Yeah.
The problem with the slime is that they'd have to clean it up every time.
I want to go on the ride that looks like. Oh, that was it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I warned you.
Oh,
And that's
so
it.
the ride wasn't even done yet.
Like that.
Not even credits.
That's it.
I was 3.
They didn't even. Hey, there it is! I saw alien sighting.
Central alien encounter.
Where? Did you see one?
What?
No one saw it. What?
Tubbs, did you?
Why did you waste 40
Yes,
minutes
Tubbs.
on that special? There's an alien out in the lobby right now. He's pretty likes the popcorn.
He's pretty chill and likes the popcorn. Okay.
Yeah, when it's not on fire.
Offer him a job. He doesn't know about money.
Maybe next time we visit the concession stand, the alien will just be there serving popcorn.
Maybe he'll be there putting out the damn fire that seems to happen every other time we go.
Can we get him to fix the popcorn machine?
That would be good.
Yes, please. So we stop burning the place down every 5 minutes.
I promise anything. Here's what I do. I go on Video Blocks and I type in green screen effect, and then I just download whatever's there. And I see.
Well, I will say that was the less interesting part of UFOlogy. When I was 13 or 14, maybe younger, maybe older, I don't remember, I watched a 12-part docu-series about aliens because I was that into it.
History Channel?
I don't remember. It was a cheap Walmart tin. That's all I remember. And then I watched it and I found it so compelling because they had all this evidence. But the thing is, that got me through all of what most of like ufology is, which is like people talking about the same documents over and over again. And Bob Lazar and Area 51. And I like it when people are wild. When they say the most outrageous things about aliens. The aliens have infiltrated the highest level of the government, and they're trying to mind wipe everyone, so that way when they come, we'll be ready for it. Anyways.
I love Inside Job now on Netflix. That's what the show's about.
Not sponsored, but we love to be.
No.
Anyways, that was I guess what was your guys' favorite special?
Oh, the Universal one was great.
It was
Halloween
good.
Horror Nights was insightful, a great time capsule of Halloween Horror Nights in 2002. Really
and they had walkthroughs of the rides. Like, that was no other special.
Yeah.
And some very really adorable
cool.
snakes.
I think they pretty much covered everything at horror. You know, they didn't really talk about the scare zones or Bill and Ted, but still, if you love Halloween Horror Nights, that is a special worth watching, even without our commentary.
Yeah, it's legitimately good.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll throw it on in the background while I'm drawing something or something. Maybe I'll watch it after we cut tonight.
Yeah, we'll cut it. We'll rewind and we'll go through like just the rest
I'll go over to my laptop and I'll continue the stream just by myself. All right, guys, I'm going to watch the specials to catch up.
Hey, if you want, like, by all means.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a stream. Maybe I'll play some game or something. Depends. I don't know how.
Well,
big work days.
Next week we will be back again with another episode of VHS. Even more
the actual Halloween episode.
Yes, we're gonna watch. There's some weird Disney Halloween stuff that we found. There's plenty of clips of Halloween things from SCTV. Yes, we're gonna watch something Canadian again. There is a Dr. Seuss Grinch Halloween TV special that I don't think a lot of people know about.
Halloween
is amazing.
Night?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also have a different type of Epcot educational cartoon we have not yet watched. This one is about food rocks. I don't remember who stumbled upon it. I think
it's Harold's amazing plants.
Oh yeah,
and it is the Kitchen Cabaret cartoon.
Kitchen Cabaret. Sorry, yes,
not Food Rock. The Kitchen Cabaret.
The next one
was later.
And there's also something in here that I don't want any more context. It's just the first two words of the title are Dr. Tongues. The possessive Dr. Tongue.
Are we watching porn?
I hope
not. Are we watching porn? Because
that's not allowed on Twitch. That's not allowed on Twitch. You know that. I know that.
Just don't report us. Anyways, don't report us.
Don't they have booby sensors these days?
I don't know. Not an auto one. Ben will just have to like follow with like a black bar on the
No, I mean like Twitch has booby sensors. I know we don't have booby sensors, but like Twitch can automatically detect when boobs are in frame or something like that.
Stop that!
I was waiting for you to do. Anyways, just like I guess. Sorry. Does anyone else have anything else to say?
To cover that up before we have a problem again.
Anyways, like Alice, we're gonna click our heels and return back to Kansas, and we'll see you next time. No, it makes sense with the end credits. Just play the end credits. It makes sense. I swear.